So, last week in episode 35, the gang found themselves on the road from Asanda after helping the Sheriff Merthar court there. They have found themselves on the road to the halfway inn. The rest of the party made it, and then 1 hour later, Kiara has arrived with her horse and her bear and no Corneef. So that's what we're picking up today. Her arriving with no Corneef. So I've put it, you guys are all on the world map just now, right?
1 second. Yes, I think so. That was last I looked.
Okay.
You just moved there from the inn.
Yeah,
Halfway in.
I've moved us there for a moment. Just I was doing a little bit introduction and talking about where we've been and where we're going. So I'll zoom out on the map to show again where we are going. So how many days have we got? It'll be 39 in the morning, eh?
Let's see, where's the little spreadsheet? I think 39 rings a bell.
You've not
Let me
rested
just pull it up.
Yeah, 39.
Or it will be
Yeah,
39
well,
once you rest, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember whether it was 39 or 38 after we've rested at the inn.
So
I'm
going to
sure David knows.
Yes, it's written down in this spreadsheet, I'm just calling the spreadsheet up as we speak.
Yeah, it's 39 after we've slept tonight. So, like, when we start tomorrow, it's 39. I'm sure.
just do a rough thing.
That's
here.
assuming we sleep tonight. For all we know, we might not get any sleep tonight.
Fuck that up.
The inn might be attacked. Who
Excuse me a
knows?
minute, folks. This will be rough, like.
Baywatch.
Baywatch Tower, yeah.
All these imports coming in, I don't know.
Well, it's the watch of it watches the bay. There's nothing more to it than that.
Of course, yes. It's a long way inland, though.
Right, so it's roughly 450 kilometres, probably a bit more. And you've got 39 days.
Yeah,
I filled in some more of the map, you see.
yeah, there's that fort out west. Oh, it's Bay. Oh, that's where the Baywatch is. Right, okay.
Yep.
Yes, but it's inland, so what bay is it watching?
Well, it's in a mountain range. It's halfway up a mountain range. You see, it watches that whole coast here. There's an old. Now, let me get my pinger. There used to be a bay, like a port town here. There no longer is. This is an old abandoned fort. But it's a landmark, and you've seen it as you went past. I'm putting it in. I've named these mountains. This is the Griffin's Flight Mountains. This is the Shortlands.
Yep, we know where the hobbits live.
So yeah, I've just been like adding some more trees.
I just
and
want to
stuff.
say that I think your map is looking sick, by the way.
Oh, cheers.
I like how you've done it from the drawing to what it is now. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's evolving. So I'll pop us back onto the map where we are then. So 1 hour after the rest of the party arrived, and that is the rest of the party including Elise and Artan and Ralph. Kiara with Charlemagne the Bear and her horse Goliath arrived 1 hour later with no Corneith, and that's where we left off last week.
Ninky looks not happy. She was supposed to be looking after the Great Wizard, and she's lost him.
I've not lost him, guys. He decided he wanted to stay. He didn't want to come with us. I think he's tired and he just wants to... He got on really well with the guy that we went to go get the stuff off of. So I think he's quite happy.
Is he
Yeah.
safe? Yeah. Is he safe?
I
That's the
didn't-
question.
Yeah, he's safe and I didn't kill him, so we're good.
Okay, so this is as you're coming into the place, Kiara. Now, obviously you need to stable your horse and your bear, so I can just move them for you.
Yes, I did warn the stable lad that Charlemagne was coming.
You did warn him that there was a bear coming, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
He had a very long-suffering look.
so the bear could go in that stall. And I'll put Goliath here. Here we go. What do you think of my map? I've got your carts up here. There's a chef in the kitchen. The horses are all parked up. I've really done a lot of work on this one today.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, what makes us think there might be an attack on the inn tonight?
Are we setting watches?
Well, you're lucky you weren't attacked on the way. A single rider with a bear.
I don't think they would have been silly enough to look at somebody riding on their own with a bear and go, yeah, we're going to tackle her.
Oh, didn't you hear about how the reinforcements didn't arrive for
I've
guards
I
at the
have my doubts over what kind of reinforcements they were sending.
That
If
was-
they
It was
so
apparently
easily
4
attacked.
Kingsguard, wasn't it?
If they got attacked by bandits, they wouldn't have stood a chance in those mines. In my opinion.
That's a good point. That's where they were supposed to be going.
But did someone like say, because it's late now, isn't it?
Late at night, yeah. Like 11.
Yeah, did
12 o'clock.
someone like save me some food?
I didn't.
They're still serving
Oh.
food in a place like this late at night. Because it's so
Oh,
busy.
good.
Because of the nature of the place. There's no town for 30 miles either side. This is the stopping place in between the two major towns. So it's a traveller's inn, and it's a merchant's inn, and it's everybody's inn, and it's busy, and it's open late, and they serve food till very late, so you can get a hot meal at this time. Let's take a look around the place. I'll give you a small description of it, because there's a dragon head, kind of like Darrow has his. Remember the
I
one,
noticed that.
remember the drinking trophy that Darrow got back a few times back, the dragon's head plaque. This place actually has one. It's like a baby black dragon.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a sign underneath it. It says "killed by," and it's got some hero's name and a date, and it's gifted to the place. And they've got it framed on the wall. There is a group of, and they look like a group of adventurers. You can see one of them's clearly a fighter the way he's armed. There's like a dwarf in field plate armour with a morning star. One of them is dressed in black robes and, is reading in a book. One of them has a holy symbol in a shielded armour, and the other one is like wearing leather armour and has like a little sword, and they're quite clearly look like your typical adventuring party, like yourselves. Over here is just like a married couple or something just drinking at the bar. Here's the barman and owner of the place. His name is Claribald Hayhurst. There's a couple of Kingsguard over here, just drinking, watching over the place. I've got a chef in the kitchen. I've got a stable boy in the stables. Artan is here with Elise, and also Ralph. Ralph is your driver, remember?
Yep.
Oh, and over here, this is an elf named Merthar Dewitt, and he is an alchemist who has set up shop for a couple of days. He's staying for a few days, and he is just trading from here. So he's got his own little kind of desk set up near the bar area. So he's a trader that's taking residence for a couple of days.
This place sounds cool as fuck.
It's a traveller's inn, an adventurer's inn. It's the halfway in.
I like it already.
And like we said before, there are 2 statues outside. Dwarfs.
Yeah. Ask.
Do they look carved or too realistic?
They look very realistic, but they're bigger than dwarfs. Which is confusing to you, because you're thinking about a petrified dwarf, but it's much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But like they would make a statue, but it looks like very, very realistic, turned to stone, like you're thinking of. That's what it looks like, but it's much, much bigger. So you're confused. You're not sure which one of the two it is.
Well, they could be enlarged.
Yes, but does somebody being petrified put a permanence on that spell?
Well, I don't know. A sequence of magics, maybe.
I mean, if we had the Great Wizard here, he could probably tell us.
You really trust me with nothing, eh? You're overthinking these statues. No trust at all.
Well,
I'm thinking about getting past the statues to see the menu board.
They've got a big menu board here, so I've not written anything down because they have all the options you've had everywhere previous. So meat, vegetables, like a roast, a salad, breads, soups, fruits, all the kind of different things you've had everywhere that you'll be able to get here because it's a big, busy place. People coming through every day, traders coming through every day, a busy kitchen. So pretty much whatever you want that's common.
The wine isn't too bad.
The dwarven ale wasn't up to much, was it?
I don't think so.
Sneaking-Up's going to pop outside and just make sure that Charlemagne is comfortable and that he's not restive and that the stable boy is going to treat him properly.
Okay, well you can see that he's in a stall that's, it's for a horse, so it's not really big enough for him. Yeah. He's kind of cramped in it. You don't look like he's going to die of suffocation overnight.
Okay, as long as he's okay, and I'll make sure Goliath's okay as well.
Have a word.
And while I'm there, I will just listen in on this little lot.
You're listening in?
Well, it's what I do.
Okay. Okay, well you hear them. All right.
Are they speaking a language I can understand?
They're speaking in common.
Righty-ho.
So let me just think about exactly what they'd be talking about at this point. They're talking about you guys. Oh, you see, look like they're adventurers. They'll be up for it. Maybe they want it. They look like quite adept adventurers. Actually, maybe we'll talk to those guys. They look pretty serious guys. They look like good guys. And you can quite clearly they're talking about you since you came in. They're discussing
Lean forward and rest my forehead on my hand, on my arm. I'm tired of this sort of thing. I do hope Dara doesn't take it up, I think to myself.
Well,
and then I shall turn around and come back in to join the party again.
Well, as you come back in, one of them's going to go, Psst, you, hey, gnome, come here.
Stop, look at him. Yes?
You guys are adventurers. And this will be Selenia, she's called. She's a female halfling. She's the rogue. She's the thief.
I'm afraid, well, we may be adventurers, we are working for Mistress Elise.
Oh,
and turn and carry on walking.
I just noticed that a couple of you are elves, and I thought maybe you could use this. And she pulls out of a bag a big suit of Elven Chainmail. And it's sparkling, and it's shining, and and she puts it away quickly again. She's like, shh, because this is, you know what I mean? I don't want to attract too much attention here. You don't know how safe anywhere is. But yeah, we have this, and it's for sale, and we saw you guys. Maybe you can use it. Come and have a drink with us.
I'll pass your words along to our leader.
Bring your friends and come and have a drink with us. I'll introduce my friends.
I shall walk over to Darrow.
Darrow, meanwhile, had gone across towards the King's Guards.
Ah, okay. So, let's do our interaction with them then. Greetings, dwarf.
Oh, we're on our way north. Any trouble on the road?
We are warned that the road is more swamped with bandits than ever. But I'm sure you've heard this. The road is more dangerous than ever right now.
We thought we had dealt with some of the bandit problem, but it seems to be...
We haven't seen any ourselves. So the one on the right says, my name's Mark, this is Seth. And he introduces himself and his friend. He says, we haven't seen any, but we've heard tales. And a couple of towns up, there was a couple of men attacked on the road, and there's been some casualties. And yeah, we've just been warned that the amount of bandits on the road is getting higher. And perhaps that they're being more organised as well.
Yeah, I'm Darrow Great Axe.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Great Axe.
We've seen bandits who have stolen Kingsguard uniforms and set up ambushes. How do they react to that?
They're looking at you for a second like, where was this? Where did this happen?
I was on a bridge, and then Alex.
It was near Elton, I believe, or Gewald.
The towns, but it was in between X and Y.
I think it was in between Elton and Gewald. I think.
Yeah.
And he looks you up and down. He looks at your armor, your weapon, and you dealt with them. You dealt with these bandits with your great axe, did you?
Yes. I had my companions, and we dealt with their leader.
You do know there is a reward to be paid out for any bandits caught or killed. 20 gold each.
Yes. I can't remember the name of the captain of the guard in the first town. I'll say it.
It was in Gewald. His name was Henry Harcourt.
Yeah, Henry Harcourt paid us handsomely.
You're the dwarf and the adventurers. Yes, okay, we've heard of you, yes. Okay, you are friends of the King's Guard. And he gives you another bow and he gives you another strong handshake. Yes, we've heard tales of you. You're a good dwarf. A bastion, a champion of good and what's right. And you've been a great help to the King's Guard and in policing the country. It's a great honour to meet you, Great Axe.
Yes, but hopefully we've been delayed enough times and we have to get Mistress Eleanor here up to the court for when the king is ready to hear a case.
I see. Is she a witness in such case, or she's not the accused, I hope?
She's a witness.
Okay. Well, if there's anything that we can do for you, us here of the King's Guard can do for you while you are here in the inn, please do not hesitate to ask for you and for your companions, Darrow. Anything. We are at your service.
I'll let them know. So Darrow will go back and rejoin.
All right. Anybody else want any interactions with anybody here immediately?
At the moment, when Darrow comes free from the King's Guard, I will pass on the message from the adventurers over in the corner. I won't mention about the drinks.
Well, Adavan Carve is the one who.
Yes, well, one does not simply offer Elven Chain for sale in pubs, I'm sure.
Well, if you would ask them, they would tell you they're adventurers, and there's 4 of them. There was once 5, and their friend died, and it's worth thousands of gold pieces, and none of them can use it because it's Elven, and they're just trying to get some value from it so that they can use something else. They're willing to talk exchange if you guys have magic items, weapons, armour. They're the same as you.
Elven what though? What is it? They've got a weapon?
No, it's Elven Chainmail, so it's magic
They've
armour.
got chainmail.
It's magic armour.
Oh my god.
It's not just chainmail, it's Elven Chain, and that means that only elves and half-elves can wear it, but it's armour you can cast spells in.
Yes.
No, I know what it is.
It's extremely useful. It would be extremely useful to you or to Adamankar.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's got this? These guys in the corner.
These guys up here, yeah.
Okay.
They were selling it. They're selling a suit of Elven Chainmail.
Well, we would be
How
interested.
do we know if it's real?
Well, that's the question.
Well, does somebody want to talk to them then?
Well, I feel we should.
I'll come with you, but can you do the talking? Because I don't know very much about how I find out if it's real or not. But I can do detect magic, I think.
Yes, I can, but I haven't got it memorised at the moment.
Yeah, but you'd probably be able to bullshit better than I can just now.
Darrow and Eleonora are both capable of casting detect magic.
Oh, that's true, yes. Eleonora is the obvious person to ask.
Do you want to go speak to them though? Will we go talk to them?
But we should, shouldn't we? I mean, it's worth investigating this. Right. Yes. Well, I'll ask Eleonora to come over with us as well.
Okay, so the 3 elves. Well, the 2 elves and the half elf.
Yes.
All right. So they'll all stand up and do a formal, hello, pleased to meet you. So they'll introduce themselves one by one, or in fact, this dwarf will turn round and greet you. He takes a leadership role, and he'll say, "I'm Mercus." He's in fact, no, because let me think about it. He's not going to be the face of the party. He's got a really, really low charisma. I rolled proper stats for him. That's definitely going to be him. So it'll be the female cleric Sayula. She'll introduce the party. She'll say, "Hello there, hello. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. We're fellow adventurers just like you, and we just have something that might be of more use to you than it is to us. I am Sayula. These are my companions, Selenia, Isel, and Urkus. Now, as you look around them, Urkus is a dwarf in field plate armour, or plate mail armour, one of those, with a large shield and a big morning star. Isel is the one in dark wizard robes. Selenia is the halfling, sneaky looking one. She's a female, and Sayula is the cleric. She's in nice fancy armour as well, and she has a warhammer.
Do we recognise a deity? Symbol?
Our holy symbol is a lightning bolt.
Remind me what that represents.
Have you got religion, non-weapon proficiency?
No, I haven't. I don't know if Eleonora would recognise it though.
Eleonora does, and she recognises it as potentially being the holy symbol of Talos, which is a god of storms.
Right, that makes sense. Well, I suppose Eleonora would know what their reputation is, but whether she can say that out loud to us is another matter.
She knows for certain that it's a chaotic god, because it's a god of storms.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly a chaotic evil god.
Right. Okay.
Should have made a roll for it, but it's fine. We are the Dark Blades. And when she says that, Selenia, who's the halfling, she pulls out a long sword from its sheath, and it's got a black blade. And she puts it back in.
Interesting sword. I'm fond of long swords myself. Allow me to introduce us. I am Ander Makar, and these are my friends Kiara and Eleonora. And, you know, we are travellers on the road, presumably as you are.
Yeah. Are you going north or south?
North. We're
we've come from north and we're going south.
Yes. Well, we're in the employ of Mistress Elisa over there. She's to guard her wagon against these bandits, which
I saw her.
devil.
Saw you come in with her. Is she a merchant? Is she?
Yeah. Pardon me. Yes.
Is she trading in anything that we'd be interested in? Adventurer gear, magic weapons, magic items, armors, spells, anything like that?
Well, I'm not sure.
She doesn't. I don't know if you've ever asked her, but she doesn't. She trades in exotic stuff, furs, silks, spices, jewellery, gems, high-end, rare stuff. Exotic items, basically. That's what she trades in.
High value, low weight.
Yeah, it's probably not of interest to adventurers then.
Exactly, high value, low weight. Well, what about, so Sayula, she's a human female, right? Selenia is a halfling female. Isel is a human male, and Urkus is a dwarf male. So obviously you can see that none of them can wear an Elven Chainmail. She says, sadly, we lost a companion recently. Helen. She was an elf, and sadly we have no use for her armour anymore. But it's worth too much to just bury with her, or You know, it's worth a lot of money, and we're looking for a righteous group of adventurers to get some good use out of it.
Well, certainly be interested. The difficulty, of course, I mean, these items are quite rare. It would be in verifying its nature. I'm sure you know that there are those out there who play tricks on others in these for gain.
Absolutely, yeah. And Selenia gives you a wink. The halfling, she gives you a wink when you say that. Oh, absolutely. We understand the nature of the game, my friend. I can assure you, this is our family. It's her family's armour, but she has no children. There's no one to pass it on to. The family line ended. She did not marry. There was no children, and she died an adventurer. So the armour just it needs to be used. It's sitting taking up space in a backpack. I mean, of course, if you're not interested or if you're at all dubious, then walk on by and don't ever think about it again. It's not an issue, and we won't be offended. It's fine. In fact, there's one other thing. There's an easy job for you on the way up the road if you want.
We are on a mission and we are employed. You understand?
What is it?
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's going to be quite a lucrative, valuable job, and to give you it for free would be silly. I mean, 50 gold. And this is Selenia speaking to you now. This is the rogue. Say 50 gold. We'll give you we'll tell you what it is. It's an easy job, and it's on the way back. It's on the way up the road for you. It was on the way in for us. We were just unprepared. We ran into a troll. We chased it into its cave, and in the cave there was another 3. We killed one of the trolls, but the 3 of them, they got on top of us, and we had to escape. But we were out of spells. We're unprepared. If you guys go in there fully prepared, ready for them, but get your fire, your acid prepared, know that it's trolls, it's an easy job for you.
Well, thank you for warning us that there might be trolls, but as I said, we are employed, and we must press on. We will watch out for them.
It's on the road on the way north. It's just 3 kilometers off the road. 50 gold, and we'll tell you where it is.
No, we must press on.
Oh, you don't have to go there, but 50 gold for its location.
We don't want to know its location.
I think somebody's trying fast talk, aren't they?
yeah, we're sweet. We don't need to know its location, but I might be interested in your Elven Chainmail.
Okay.
But I would like to get. I've just arrived. I had a long ride, and I want to get some food and some drinks. But I will be here if you guys will be around, and we can have a drink together.
Well, I mean, it is quite late, and we are leaving in the morning.
Okay, that's fine then. The offer's there.
Yeah, I mean, sure. What time will you guys leave early in the morning, or I guess you will if you're travelling tomorrow. You will have to go either way. You have to leave first thing in the morning. Yeah, come. We'll be around early. Come, we'll make sure that you leave before us. Come and see us in the morning, and we'll discuss. I mean, we can do it for a really good price. It's just taking up space in a backpack for us.
Okay.
Yes,
Would you guys like?
I assume you would have no objection to our friend Eleonora checking that it is magic, and for me to inspect the weave, etc. I am some small experience of.
Absolutely not. That is absolutely fine. This is genuine, and we have no qualms with you giving it a full inspection.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I'm thinking back on is how Eleonora was so insistent about her colleagues being buried with their magic.
Yeah, but that was her religion. That was her god.
Yes, I mean, if they're more on the chaotic side, they may not worry so much about such things.
Yeah,
if they're not religious.
She's not one to ask questions about burial rites of someone else's gods. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't want to intrude. But Eleonora didn't say anything throughout the conversation anyway. It's Kiara that's talked to them about it. Eleonora stayed quiet.
All I really want to know is it cursed? Like, is it safe for me to put on? And how much do they want? Because I'm pretty sure I'm probably just going to buy it.
They are, well, she's asking for 2,500 gold. And they are willing to let you have a full inspection of it before you buy it. Whether that's detect magic, identify, whatever you need to do, they're going to let you do that.
Well, it sounds reasonable to me. I don't have that sum of money myself, but I mean, that sounds a good price to me.
It's very cheap.
These are rare items.
It's very cheap for what it is, because they can't use it.
Yes.
Well, I'm prepared to lend whoever buys it 700 gold.
Yes, I mean, I have 1,400 or so.
Eleanor's not been spending money. She's got money.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question, Ryan. We stopped to see Bert before we left.
Yeah.
And he bought the arms and armor offers, but you never actually gave us a price for it.
How much was it? Oh, right. So let's just
I
say.
mean, I've put in the loot list at the book prices, but what he'll only give us a percentage of that.
25% of the book prices.
So 0.25. So that would come to a total of 168
There you
gold.
go. Another 168 gold for the party. He would round it up and give you 170.
Yes, well, if Eleanor is willing to, willing now to, before bedtime or before we go into the reverie, whether she feels like trying out these things with it.
She's willing to do that, and these guys are willing to let you do that. The Darkblades.
Well, I'm willing to give it a go. I have at least one spare spell I could attempt to cast while wearing it if all the other tests prove suitable. So
Selenia takes it out of. Now, I guess it's not busy, the bar now. It's quiet, right? Let's say that these two have gone to bed. The guards are away to their room as well. So they're not so shy about pulling it out just now. So she'll pull it out of the bag and show you, hand it to you.
We'll be discreet.
Yeah. Okay. So Selenia takes it out of the bag and she hands it to you. It's a beautiful set of Elven Chainmail.
Right. So it looks the real thing. I mean, hopefully I would have some experience of it, even if not.
Looks and feels the real thing.
Depth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Eleanor agrees.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Does it detect as magic if she checks it?
In the sense that the metal would have some kind of, because there's magic in the metal, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't detect like an enchantment, no. Just like David said.
I think perhaps a dispel magic might be worth an attempt. I mean, if it's not magic, it simply won't affect it. So I'm sure that.
Yeah, no, they know all about it. They're willing for you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you cast dispel magic on the armor,
yes.
And then you're going to put it on and try and wear it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that in the stable if they'd rather we did it somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere more discreet.
All right. So let's say Simon's away to bed. So you're going out to the stables.
Well, if they think that's a more suitable place to
Probably.
Not attract attention.
Probably wise. So let's take everybody out.
As for spells,
I shall go and calm Charlemagne down.
As for spells, I think the only one other than scare, all I've got is sleep. So if there's somebody willing to be slept as an experiment,
Best not trying it on Schninky.
I was just said, yeah, I'll do it.
or we could. Well, I don't think it will affect you. We could try one of the horses.
Sleep one of the horses, yeah.
Isil. Now Isil is quite. Isil's got a dark hood, and he's the magey looking, the moody, the edgy looking one in the group. And he stands up and he says, "I'll do it. I know the spell. I know magic. I trust the sleep spell. It's fine." And what he'll do is he'll lay down. Let's say there's like a bit of hay behind him. just so that he's not going to fall over and hit his head or whatever. He'll lay down, say, "Go, cast it on me. It's fine."
Well, I'm just worried that he might feign sleep. Whereas if it was a horse, the horse wouldn't feign sleep.
Yeah, you don't trust me? It's fine. Cast it on the horse.
Well, it's purely purely following procedures. You understand?
Oh, sure. Yeah, cast it on the horse.
I wouldn't wish to cast aspersions on your honesty, sir.
So you're going to cast it on the horse instead?
So I think yes, we'll have the stable boy nearby to revive it because we'll have to slap it around.
No, it's late at night now. Stable boy's away at bed.
All right. Well, he won't notice that we've done it to the horse then, but we'll actually. It probably wouldn't hurt the horse, would it? As long as it doesn't suffocate or fall over and hurt itself. I assume that when you cast sleep on something, it kind of folds itself up and goes to sleep in a fairly natural manner, if it can.
I think so.
So we'll choose one of the horses, the one that doesn't look too valuable, and I'll try casting sleep on it.
All right. Well, these are all your horses.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to recompense Mistress Elise if we damage one.
Yeah. Well, between Elise, 2 of these belong to Elise, 2 of them belong to you as a group, and 1 of them belongs to Kiara.
Well, won't try hers. Don't want to annoy her. Try one of ours, but not Kiara's.
Okay, so you cast sleep on a horse.
Yes.
So the horse falls asleep, or does it get a saving throw? I guess it does.
No, I don't think so.
Not against sleep. No.
No saving throw. Okay, the horse falls asleep.
Oh, okay.
So your spell works.
Checks out.
Yeah. I assume you were wearing the armour. You didn't actually say it, but you put on the armour. It's a really nice fit, and it even looks great.
Yeah.
It even looks amazing.
One thing is you would technically, I can't remember what hit dice they are, and whether that number gets slept anyway, but there's a chance if Trevor rolled really badly that he might not sleep them, but
yes, but he would sense that the spell itself had worked. It just hadn't been effective.
I think one horse I would probably get.
The thing is, when he casts a spell, there'll be a tingle goes through his fingers. There'll be sparks go off. There's all sorts of things happen, visual things, feelings, all sorts of magical things going on. So he's going to know if magic's working or not, even if his spell fails. Do you know what I mean?
I'm certainly willing to buy it if, but I think as Kiara's been with the party longer, I think perhaps she should have first refusal.
They're asking 2,500.
Which seems fair to me.
Yes.
So
well, it makes it easier.
Yeah, so I need to take away that and 100 from here. There you go.
Although I was kind of hoping to borrow it occasionally.
So now all your gems she spent all those gems, that big savings of gems is gone. You've now got 325 gold plus some silver and some copper. You've still got your ring with the red blood drop gem. I'll move that into other items of value instead of there.
Yep.
There we go.
Well, there's all the stuff from Dirt Fingers that we still need to get identified and valued.
Yep.
So everybody's carrying the various bits and pieces, but we don't know whose they are yet.
Yep. Just tidied up. Kiara's tidied up there. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I would rather like a defensive item, but I could always use it. But for the moment, my armor class is not terrible due to my skill at arms.
What is your armor class?
-2 if I'm blade singing and parrying and this, that, and the other.
That's pretty decent, like.
But that's with the armor spell as well.
Ah, yeah. All right, so you hand over the money. They hand over this Elven Chainmail to you and they say, right, tell you what, guys, we'll give you for free the location of that easy job. Like I said, there's a cave with 3 trolls, and we're pretty sure there's a load of treasure in there. They just caught us on the back foot. So they'll mark a location on your map. Next time we're on the world map, I'll show you, and it is just off the road, and it's on your way out of town. So they'll give you that for free then, because you bought the armour from them. And they'll say, have you got anything that you're willing to, like, you're needing rid of that might be useful to us? when it comes to magic items, weapons and things?
I think we would have to ask our banker.
Well, the only one we've not allocated to somebody so far is a +1 dagger.
A +1 dagger. Is that the only thing you've got going spare?
At the present moment, everything's allocated to people, yes. We have various items that we don't know what they are yet, but if we don't know what they are, then we certainly can't tell you what they are.
Yeah, everything you got from Dirtfingers is unidentified, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
And the chest of gems that we found is unvalued.
That's right.
We need to get to somewhere we can get all these things sorted out.
Well, we were going to go do it in the next town we come to because we were on our way to escort Mistress Elise.
Yes, we mustn't delay our mission.
Mistress Elise can value gems for you.
Wow, right.
You never thought to ask her?
No.
No. She's like a master merchant. She can tell you she's the master appraiser of gems. Like currency is her speciality.
We'll ask her in the morning, I expect, because I expect she's probably gone to bed by now.
Yeah, she'll be away to bed by now.
I mean, one thing before we go or whatever would be to see what potions this guy is selling.
Okay, so this guy is still here because he sees there's a couple of people. As long as the place has got any kind of activity, he's been buzzing around. So I've got a wee list. He's got a few things. He's got okay. So he has potions of speed, lesser potions of healing, greater potions of healing, and potions of invisibility available. A limited number.
There might be a gnome interested in potion of invisibility.
Yeah.
Gnome is actually more interested in potions of healing, given that he used 2 on the last expedition.
Yes, healing would be useful. Or extra healing.
Well, he's got...
Is the extra healing the one where you can take 3 sips or you can drink it all at once?
No, it's not that one from the book that's 3 times D8 or 3D8 plus 3. These are 2D10 healing potions. They're still oneers, drink it in a oneer, but they cost 250 gold each.
Well, yes, it sounds probably worthwhile because I could quite easily take that much damage.
Whereas the going rate for a 1D8 healing potion is around 100 gold pieces. This is a 2D10 healing potion, so it probably works out at about the same kind of exchange rate. 250.
I'd buy one of those.
He's got 2 of those available and 4 of the lesser healing
potions. I think they would be useful to me, wouldn't they? So I would buy one.
Okay, so that's 250 gold then. So he's got 1 of those left. Okay.
What strength is it? Sorry.
So he's got 4 lesser healing potions, and those are 1d8 healing potions, and those are 100 gold pieces each. And he's got now 1 2d10 healing potion for 250 gold.
I'll have the 2d10 one, and 2 of the 2 of the lesser ones.
Yeah, that's 450 gold from your character sheet then.
Thank you.
You guys love a merchant, eh? You just take everything. So all he's got left is 2 potions of speed and 2 potions of invisibility. Okay, so that's his items. He's got 2 potions of speed left and 2 potions of invisibility left, and then that's him. Everyone else is away to bed.
But he wants 250 per potion.
No, the potions of speed are 400 each, and the potions of invisibility are 500 each.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've just spent 2.5 grand anyway.
And plus another 500 for the 2 healing potions.
Aye.
Well,
between us. So that's quite a lot between us.
Well, I spent 450 on healing.
Okay, so
oh yes.
Before we
can I speak? Is the landlord gone to bed, or is he waiting till we all go to bed?
No, he's still there. Yeah, I've left him on the map because he's still there.
Okay. I will go and have a quiet word with him and see if he's got a second-hand backpack that I can buy off him. You know, if one of the travellers or somebody has left one behind. If not, I'll have to buy one in the next town.
No, I'd say he would certainly be able to find something. In fact, just so that it's not, so that we've got some sort of randomisation to it, I'd say there's let's say there's a 75% chance he's got one lying around.
Okay.
There you go. He's got one.
He's got one, right? Fine.
If the other party had one.
Okay, in that case, how much does he want for it?
That's another thing. If you'd asked the other party, they would have had a spare backpack. For the same reason they had spare armour.
Yes. How much does he want for it?
He says, it's just lying in that back room, no one's using it. Just give me a copper piece for it, it's fine.
Fine. I'll give him a copper piece for it. Thank you very much.
Right, guys, you wake up in the morning. It's a cool early to mid-autumn morning. You have 39 days till Eleanor's court date.
Okay. I shall inquire of Mistress Eleanora over breakfast whether we are stopping out on the road tonight or whether we are going to make it to a town.
Sorry? Missed what you said.
Over breakfast, I'll inquire from Mistress Elise whether we are going to be staying in a town tonight or whether we're going to be staying out on the road.
No, we'll be travelling all day and we'll get to the town tonight and then we'll be staying.
Okay.
No time to go investigating trolls then.
Well, it wasn't that. It was a case of if we're going to be sleeping sleeping in the open tonight, I was going to propose sleeping in the wagon so I could then stay awake all night.
She says that if you need time, I can stop here for a day. It's a comfortable place for us to stop. If you need time and you want to take a day to do anything, you're more than welcome. I don't mind.
No, we're not.
No, let us press on.
Otherwise, we will be travelling all day and we will arrive in the next town at night time again.
Very good, mistress.
It's night time doesn't bother me. I can see perfectly well.
Okay.
Darrow's wanting to get on with the journey.
Alright, so breakfast, I assume? Don't need a big...
Of course.
Oh, yes.
Yep, okay. Big breakfast for everybody?
A hearty breakfast, yes. Nothing too heavy to upset the stomach.
I'm a gnome, not a halfling.
Yeah. Darrow tends to have fairly solid food to keep him going all day. Doesn't have as many doesn't have second breakfast, he just has a very big first.
Very big one breakfast. Okay. You see, Artan looks like he's nursing a bit of a hangover. He doesn't really seem to be touching his breakfast. He's ordered a big breakfast, but he's kind of poking it around the plate like a man with a hangover does. Elise looks normal. Artan looks quite miserable, actually, to be honest. Looks upset, almost.
Yeah, so he was sleeping on the floor then.
Now, are you going to ask him?
No, I think that would be injudicious.
Darrow will ask.
You're going to ask him?
You okay, mate?
Oh, no, I'm not.
The lad, you okay, lad? That's it.
I'm not, I'm pissed off. Pissed off with that fat fuck over there. And he's like gesturing behind him to the owner of the place. Like he's saying, I'm pissed off with that fat fuck over there, the owner of this place, that Claribald. Worst night of my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, they asked me if I wanted a room with a girl on the top floor, so I got a room with a girl on the top floor. I got in the room, smelled great, there was candles, there was a hot bath, everything. It was a lovely scene, there was perfumes. I get in the bed and a fucking gnome walked out. A gnome? You've granted it was a woman, a female gnome, but it was a gnome. Like, look at the size of me, it was a gnome. Like, what are you going to do? Call yourself a brothel, this is bullshit. I can't wait to get away from this place. That fat fuck really pissed me off.
He's pissed me off not making it clear when we came last night that was an option, and I've slept in some dusty ass little room downstairs all night.
Absolute waste of money. You pay full price and you get a gnome. There's no wonder they call the place the halfway inn. That's all you get.
And Makari is trying to keep a straight face.
Yeah, my PC laugh happened when I wasn't pushing to talk.
Oh well.
Sneaking up will turn back and ignore him.
He goes back to poking his soggy bacon and eggs around his plate and just grumbling. Drinks his coffee. Anyway, you're digressing. That's
and a unicorn. Sorry.
and a unicorn. She's not greedy, eh? She just wants a unicorn.
No.
She just got an elven
I'm sorry.
chainmail and she's
I'm
got
sorry.
a bear, but she's not happy because she's got a unicorn and a dragon.
I never
Yara has just been complaining about not going upstairs last night, and now she wants a unicorn.
And a dragon.
Yeah, I never got the impression that Kiara met the criteria for you.
Yes. Not quite the virginal type, I don't think.
No.
One of the criteria for riding unicorns is often that you have to be a virgin.
It's lawful good for a start.
Lawful good, yeah. You don't
it's
have
that for
to
a
be
start. You're not getting
virtuous.
anywhere near a unicorn for the time being. You were never lawful good. You started off as chaotic good. You're now chaotic neutral. Trying to redeem yourself back to chaotic good.
Anyway, to horse!
To a horse. So you're going to hit the road.
To horse. Yes, let's hit the road.
Alright, so first thing I'll do is change maps then.
Let's go hunting bandits.
Let's go in the big one.
Unfortunately,
Keeping an eye out.
unfortunately, Mistress Elise is carrying just the sort of cargo that bandits like. High value, low weight.
Kind of cargo everybody likes.
And not just bandits, trolls.
Yes, but they're several kilometres off the road, so unless they're out hunting...
It'd be a shame if we met those, wouldn't it?
Yes. Possibly we ought to purchase some additional oil from the innkeeper.
Have I moved you guys onto the right map?
No, but did you hear Dave's remark?
About buying some potions of oil. Some oils.
See if the innkeeper has any more oil he can sell us.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
in case.
it's not a general store, but he can probably manage 1 or 2 flasks of oil. Let's say he could manage 2 flasks at whatever the going rate is. He could manage that.
Right. I think as it's been mentioned, we'll take it.
I'll just ping you to where we are.
Unfortunately, after the slight problem with my backpack, oddly enough, I don't have any oil.
No, that got blown up.
Well, it actually didn't get blown up, it survived, but then fell to the ground and broke and burnt.
Try to tidy this up, it's a mess, I'll do it later. So, the point that the guy, he told you about, like a point in the road where there's a bend in the road where the trees change from one type to another, and then just off the track, and it's, in fact, it's only 2.5 kilometres off. It's the cave. So you can see that on the map?
Yes.
That's where the troll cave is. That's what they told you about.
Well, we'll keep
Keep our eyes open, yes.
Alright, so you hit the road. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Okay. So, I've not planned bandits to mug you or anything. There's nothing that is planned or is pre-thought out as that. I'm going to use a random encounter table that I've got. So there's a percentage you go all the way to the next town totally unmolested. So I'm just going to roll it. And you do, in fact, make it all the way to the next town unmolested. So you arrive in a town called Haybrook.
Haybrook.
Okay. Now, I have a map ready for Haybrook, I think. Just pop you onto that.
I'm going to go around looking for somebody who's named Brooke, just so I can say, "Hey, Brooke."
Hey, Brooke. Well, the only business that you see open at this time of night is a tavern called Merlin's Lodge, because it's late at night again.
We're presumably heading there. How long are we staying here, or are we going straight through?
She's going to stop for one day here.
Well, that'll give us time to look for somebody to identify these items then.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. What we don't do is go looking for a King's Guard to speak to.
Try to stay away from them.
Yeah.
Right. So
And if there's any civil unrest, we don't get involved in it.
The problem is, Darrow, you're famous.
So, are you going straight to Merlin's Lodge to get a room for the night? It's a whole
Yeah.
day's travel, so you're probably on 11, 12 at night again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the usual D10 roll for the bear.
Yeah, so they don't have a dwarven ale here. It's a small town, but they do have a beer, so you can see how good that is.
Well, it's human.
Yeah. It's still a roll out of 10 to see how good it is. Oh, it's piss.
I told you it was human.
It's piss. So they've got a terrible ale. Wait with me, I'm just
It's late
scrolling.
at night, I'll settle for a fruit juice.
Fruit juice, no problem.
Darrow is not going to have a hangover the next 2 days.
Anybody else want to have a drink before they get in a room?
Yeah, I want to see what wine they've got, elven wine.
They will have an elven wine. Elves is the third biggest race in the world and in this country, so you can roll for an elven wine, see how good it is.
Out of 10, yeah.
Out of 10, yeah. 5 out of 10. They've got a half decent, a passable elven wine.
I'll take like a bottle or a glass thing of elven wine.
A glass?
No, like a whole one. A
bottle?
whole. Yeah.
Alright, okay. Okay.
It's 5. That's decent enough.
Yeah.
I think I'll settle for the fruit juice.
Merla's Lodge. Let me just have a look at the name. Merla Hopgood is the name of the woman that runs the place. After you buy your drinks, she kind of hints that she would like you to go to your room if possible, because it's really, really late at night. There's no one else in the bar. It's a small place, and you get the feeling they're ready to close, or they were ready to close when you walked in the door. So you're kind of
What's the sketch and the setup with the bear and the stuff like him and I camp tonight?
Oh yeah, what are you going to do with the bear? Because there's not a...
Well,
this place
yeah, if there's no provisions for him, then as long as people in the, like, I would tell the person at the tavern that I have a bear, that he's trained, like, people don't need to freak out about it, but we're going to camp out.
Or just outside the place? What, in the street?
Yeah, just like we'd find somewhere that was like all right to camp, like not just
like outside the town a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Not too far though.
Okay.
Like, I'm not looking to get packed.
Well, just show me where you want to go. Like, ping somewhere on the map, and then I'll tell you what's in the area, what you see.
Hold on, I'm just getting it now.
I mean, like everywhere else in the area, it's all surrounded by trees. So I've not drawn trees on this map, but the whole village, the whole town is surrounded by trees, by forest.
So you see his little, I'm making like a little...
Well, that's houses. There's houses there.
Oh, I've seen green.
No. So everything in this main circle is houses and businesses, bakers,
Okay,
butchers,
well,
and
like
buildings.
here then.
Right, yeah. So so there'll be like a small green area, and then, so, say like, like there'll be a little green area, and then everything after that will be all trees.
Okay, then I'll like set up here if that's,
All right,
she thinks that would be okay.
You and the bear.
Yes.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, so you camp out for the night. You've got a tent?
You're going to be safe there for yourself, Kiara?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And you guys are just going to get a room in the inn.
Yeah.
Yes, I reckon
Well,
so.
will matter something about we've been hearing all about bandit attacks, lass. And then shakes his head and settles for a cheap room.
Right, so you'll need to split 2 rooms between the group, and it'll cost you 2 silver. And let's say 1
2
silver
silver
for the
it
round
is.
of drinks.
Okay.
Anybody's welcome to come camp out with us. We have like an extra bedroll. Just if they want, because there's only 2 rooms.
Well, I'm happy enough sleeping outside. 3 silver. Okay.
What with surely you without a roof over your head? You're deep
I've
there.
been wandering around with kind of with the roof an awfully long way up. Look, there is a roof up there. We've seen a big rock dropping from it, so I know there's a roof up there somewhere.
That's right. You saw a meteor crash, didn't you?
So there's a roof up there. It's just so far up I can't actually see it.
So you're going out to sleep with Kiara and the bear?
Yes, I will sleep with Kiara and the bear.
Cool. And the rest of you are getting the rooms.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will move into a different voice channel with David and Tammy for a minute, okay, guys?
Okay.
Right, so we're in another voice channel. So you are going to sleep just outside of the town, but before the forest. So just in the kind of green area outside, yeah?
Well, I'll check with the guards on the gate.
Uh-huh. There's
Make
only
sure
one
there's
guard
not
on the
any-
gate.
Right. I will check with the guard on the gate to see if there are any local threats that we need to be aware of.
I mean, I wouldn't go too far into the woods because of bears and wolves, but apart from that, we're a small town. Yeah, there's bandits been up and down the road. Apparently, we hear of raids, but there's been nothing too close to the town. So, yeah, just bears and wolves, I guess.
Okay.
All right. So, like just as you're going to rest, so say an hour after you came into the town, so that, like 1 hour after you came into the village, coming into the village behind you, you see a group of 4, and if you're not mistaken, it looks like it could be the same group that you met in the tavern back south. Just by the heights of them, like looks like it could be a halfling, a dwarf, and 2 humans.
You said they had came from this direction and were going the other way.
Yes, that's why I wanted to bring you two into a separate voice channel, because it's relevant. Because I don't need you to make a perception check, because you see them coming into town. You're pretty sure it's the same group. Or you suspect it's the same group.
Okay.
Is it dark enough that they, like, what's the lighting situation? I know we've seen them, but would they have spotted us, or like, can we like be quiet enough that if they haven't seen us, they'll go past us?
No, they didn't see you. They've just gone into the town.
Okay.
Kiara, I'm going to pop in after them and follow them. Is that all right?
Yeah. Do you want me to wait here, or do you want me to go round the other way and see if I can get back into the lodge to tell the other ones?
Well, if you pop into Murder's lodge and let them know, I will try and follow them.
Okay.
Okay, I shall attempt to follow them sneakily. Okay. While Kiara lets Darrow know that these guys have just turned up.
Alright, I just need to roll some dice for you then, if you bear with me a second. So I need to roll D100s. What are your scores?
My move silently is 80%, but that's probably going to be much less important in a town because it's going to be noisy.
It's late at night.
hide-in...
Midnight.
Okay.
Small town.
80% move silently.
Yep.
60% hide in shadows.
Alright, so you seemingly manage to sneak behind them without them noticing you. They don't appear to have noticed you as you follow them. They head to Merla's lodge.
Okay. Do they go in?
Yeah.
Okay. In that
You see,
case,
in fact, you see them at the door, because it looks like it was closed. You see, like, somebody coming out holding a lantern, somebody coming to the door, and there's an argument going on at the door. But if you watch for a minute, after a minute or so arguing...
Can I hear the argument?
Yeah, it's complaints about the time of night, saying it's too late, we can't let you in, it's too late, and then eventually they let them in. Merla lets them in.
Well, in that case, I will go back and meet Kiara.
Did I get there before them, or did they get there before me?
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Did you try and run back?
Yeah. I said I was going to... Yeah.
Kiara was going to Merla's lodge to let Darrow know.
Ah, right, okay. So you're just in front of them then. So you're going back to Merla's lodge, right? Okay, so basically you're going to arrive at Merla's lodge before they do. So you're going to have the same argument. She's going to complain with you about the time of night. She's going to grumble with you about, it's the lights are off, it's closed, you should have, we locked up half an hour
hold
ago.
on, because I don't know if it was closed. I don't know if I would have knocked her out of bed other than to have went and seen if there was a way to get Darrow's attention without having to go in.
Ah, okay, well it's a small place.
I'm thinking if they've came back this way, they might be going to try and rob me for the chainmail back. So if they get to the only place that's a lodge and I'm not there, then that's an advantage.
Well, it's quite small, Merla's lodge. You're pretty sure you could find the room from the outside.
Okay, I'm not sure I would have knocked her out of her bed.
Okay, so let's say you've not then. So they've not arrived yet.
Okay,
so you arrive at Merla's lodge and the lights are out, okay? Or the lights are out downstairs.
Yeah.
So what do you do then?
I would probably go around the other sides of the building to have a look and see if I could work out which room was theirs, if there was a window, how likely it was that I'd be able to get Darrow's attention.
Okay, the rooms are upstairs, so you would have to climb up somehow from the outside.
Or throw something.
Or throw something, yeah.
Okay. Do I know which room's his? And also, timing wise, are they getting there while I'm still looking, or is this happening at the same time? Or
you're only going to have a few minutes ahead of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So would they arrive while I was still outside checking?
They've not arrived just yet, anyway. So you've had a quick look at the building. It looks like there's maybe 3 or 4 rooms, and they're on the upper floor.
Fuck. Okay. But I don't know for definite which one's Darrow's in.
No, because you never went to the room. You went to stay outside. You've never been upstairs to the rooms.
Fuck, well then I wouldn't know what was what.
No. You'd be guessing.
And anything I do now is not what I would have done before I knew that they were there.
Right, so at this point, while you're thinking about it, you hear from behind you an argument at the door.
Okay.
You hear Merla arguing with somebody outside at the front door. She's come to the door in her nightgown with a lantern. She's arguing with somebody, a group of 4.
I would just stand and listen to.
They're just arguing about the time of night and you were closed and blah blah blah, and then eventually she lets them in.
Okay. And then I would go around the front behind them, but not in behind them.
You mean, so you want to go to the door?
Yeah.
Right.
Just come around the side of the building as they were going in, because
before she gets the door shut behind them, you mean?
Yeah.
And what are you in? And so she looks at you and says, right, come on, why is everybody coming in at this time? In you get, come on. If you're coming in now, you're not going out again. I'm not coming. I'm not opening this door again. I'm locking this door. If you come in, that's it. You're staying in. You can sleep in your friend's room. I don't care. I'm locking this door this time. In or out? What are you doing?
Fuck. I'll stay out. But please
Right,
don't
okay,
lock the door.
good night.
But
Don't
listen,
bother us.
please don't lock the door. Please don't lock the door.
I have to lock the door. This is a business. I'm going to bed. I run this place by myself. The door has to be locked.
How loud is she got at this point?
Eh? How loud is
How
she?
loud is she? Yeah.
She's quite loud. She's pissed off. She's arguing at you. She's shouting at you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll say, okay, I'm sorry, and I would just let her close the door.
Alright. So I guess Darrow and the other guys that are sleeping upstairs, you would hear a kind of muffled commotion of the first argument, and then are shouting at Kiara. You would hear the other group coming in and up the stairs and going into a room. You'd hear the footsteps of that. That's the rest of the group would hear that. So Kiara, she shuts the door behind you, says, "Don't bother me again. Good night." And she locks the door.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I would turn around and look and see if I can see Stinky Nook.
Stinky Nook, where are you?
Yep. Well, have the well, I'm following the group of 4. If they've reached the front door,
Yeah.
then I will be kind of lurking around outside.
Okay. They've went in, and then you saw this conversation with Kiara as well. Then Kiara.
Okay. In that case, if she's looking around, then I shall make my presence known.
Okay. So you guys find each other.
Yep.
Did you? Do you think that everybody inside heard that?
If they didn't, they were probably already asleep, Kiara.
Okay.
But there's
But
nothing.
they'll have some.
Yeah.
I know, but at least they'll have some kind of forewarning that someone's coming in.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything that they said?
Well, I think we'll just have to leave it till the morning. Let's head to the gate before they lock the gate.
Should we maybe stay and listen for 1 second?
If we stay outside, then we're going to get arrested by the watch. Because we're not staying anywhere, and they're not going to let us just stay out on the street all night.
You told them that Kiara, but didn't you go to the watch and tell them, that guy and tell him you were camping out?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So we need to get out before they close the town gates for the night.
There's not a gate on the town. It's not a walled
Isn't there?
town, no.
Oh, right.
No, it's not a gated town. It's too small for that.
Okay. In that case, forget what I said.
There's a road in at one side and a road out at one side.
Let's just listen for a little second and see if it's like quiet and they've stayed, or if it sounds like something's going to happen.
So you just waiting, listening.
Do you think?
Well, I mean, we've seen the inside of the place. Is there a kind of common room that they might be sleeping on the floor of? Because we know there's no spare rooms for them to sleep in.
No, there was another 2 rooms or 3 rooms that you're aware of, though. They may be in one of them.
I thought we were told there were only 2 rooms spare.
You were? That's what you were told. They never told you who had the rooms, who they were reserved for.
True. But if so, then those guys have been lying to us completely, because they were not heading south.
Yeah, but they didn't lie about the chainmail.
That we know of.
I'm quite confident about the chainmail.
Anyway,
But-
it's 5 to 9. Can we take our break?
Certainly. Kiara,
Yeah.
it may well be what it's supposed to be. The question is, where did it come from?
Oh.
Well, this
I
town,
won't time in.
this town that I've built here has got nothing in it. It's just got an inn and that's it. There's not a blacksmith. There's not somewhere you can get your items identified. You have to waiting for the next village at least to get your stuff identified. Probably.
Well, I might have to see if I can learn some spells off of Kiara then, if we've got a bit of time, and if she's delivered me the new spell book.
Yeah. Cornelius did make you the spell book. Sorry, I don't know if I said that. He did make one, or I do have one for you. And knock yourself out. You're free to
Well, you just travel the
master
full day
it because
together.
the spell book. Yeah, we can do that.
You just travel the full day together, and you have the wagons, so you take turns sitting and whatever. So you could have done that on the travel. So if you want to learn to roll spells, you can do that before we do anything else. Well, no, we'll do that because we're in the middle of. Well, I don't know. Are you going to bed? What are we going to do? Because you guys are still standing outside the inn. What are we going to do at this point?
Well, I think I would have gone into the inn.
Yeah, Kiara and I are off out to sleep under the stars.
Okay. So
Yes, I think the rest of us were taking a room and
yeah.
having a drink and going to bed.
Right. So we pass the night, and it's 38 days till court. Okay.
Righto.
Okay. So you wake up in the morning. It's another cool mid-autumn morning. Very cool now.
And I'm interested to know, is Elise buying or selling here? Because it's only a small village. Unless she's here to pick up something that they make.
It was just an overnight stop here.
Right, it's just tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay,
did I say we were stopping for a day here?
Yes.
Oh no, it's just an overnighter. Sorry.
Okie doke, that's fine.
No, it's just an overnighter. She stops at the next place.
Okay. Well, what Sinkinook is going to do come morning, as soon as he's going to go in as soon as it's dawn, and wait outside until Merle opens the lodge, and then go in and talk to Darrow. He has this bit about the 4 people who we saw coming back in again, who'd said they were going south, and my suspicions that the chain might not have come from a member of their party who died.
Well, she'll open up very early because there'll be traders coming off the road, farmers coming off the road from nearby villages to bring her milk and her things that she sells in the place, and so she'll open the doors up very early. She can get in from dawn.
Yep. Okay. Well, I shall ask if I can go and speak to Darrow.
Do you want to go upstairs?
Yes, but I will ask her. I'm not going to try sneaking around inside because it'd be blindingly obvious.
Yeah, you want to go see your friends? That's fine, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
They're upstairs, first on the left.
Okay, I pop up, knock on the door, and if there's no answer, just check and see if it's locked.
Darrow, is your door locked?
I assume it has a catch on the inside.
Yes, but that's different from a lock.
What's up to you guys? You guys were sharing rooms. Did you have your door locked?
I mean, if it's got a bolt, well, I think we would bolt it.
Well,
Because you never know who might be sneaking around.
I guess so there's 4 rooms, right? So half of you guys are on the first left, half of you are on the first right. Elise and Artan will be on second left, and the second right will be the other one that they said was reserved, but nobody could have. So you're in the first rooms, left and right, the group.
Well, I will try Darrow's door and see if it's unlocked, if there's no answer.
Who's Darrow sharing with?
Probably with me.
Is the door locked?
Well, I say it would be bolted if it's got a bolt.
Yeah, we'd have a bolt from the inside.
If Darrow's still asleep, I'll go and answer the door.
Okay.
Okay. As the door opens, I will kind of have my finger to my lips.
I can take a hint.
Okay.
And I shall slip inside the room.
Okay. Is Kiara with you at this point?
I don't know.
Where's the bear?
We'll have to ask her. But this is the problem. If Kiara, I can sneak in quickly. If Kiara comes, then what happens with Charlemagne? Can't really leave Charlemagne by himself if this is only a small village and there isn't a stables or something that he knows.
Me and Charlemagne can wait outside.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to pass the information to Darrow.
It's a bit difficult to sneak around with a bear in tow.
Okay. So I shall whisper to Andamakar what we saw last night and my concerns about the possible provenance of this elven chain. given that they'd lied to us, and suggest that Darrow be informed sooner rather than later.
Well, I expect he'll wake up in a moment. I don't think he had that much to drink.
The great Darrow has slept in. Darrow, Peter, if you're getting a bit pushed to talk, you're forgetting to push. There he is.
Well, it's this lousy beer. Agree with me.
You're up all night pissing with this shit beer.
Yeah.
Right, so Snakey Luke has come to your room to tell you something.
So what's happened?
I explain about the 4 people that we saw on the road coming here and going to the reserved room, as opposed to heading south as they said they were doing, which leads me to doubt their story about the chainmail coming from a dead party member.
Yeah. So was that Troll Cave, you reckon, an ambush?
Haven't the faintest idea. My concern is that Kiara has bought some chain from them for 2,500 gold, which might not have been theirs legally to sell.
Yeah, not good. But whether you can persuade her, she's not. She sometimes doesn't act.
It's not persuading her that concerns me. It's if somebody finds that she's walking around in Elven Chain and some has been stolen from somewhere, that puts her and the rest of us at risk. And there are 4 adventurers who said they were heading south, who are sleeping in the room just down the corridor, we believe.
They could have changed their minds.
It was a reserved room. Reserved for how long? We didn't ask. We were just told it was a reserved room. If they were heading south, why would they have reserved a room? Anyway, I thought I'd better tell you. I'd better go back and tell Kiara that I've delivered the message.
Alright, so by now it's like, 8 in the morning? 9 in the morning?
Well, it's presumably their breakfast time.
Breakfast time? Breakfast is being served downstairs?
Okay.
Yeah, we breakfast.
Yes, definitely.
Do the people with the reserved room appear?
No, you're the only people around. Elise and Artan as well, and Ralph. You maybe see a couple of traders coming in and a couple of farmers bringing in some vegetables or cuts of meat, like a half a pig or some sausages or whatever, but nothing more than that. Just you guys.
I've popped out to talk with Kiara, and we'll sort out breakfast outside.
Okay. So, Kiara, where about outside are you waiting? You say outside, do you mean right outside the lodge, or?
Aye, right at the door.
Just chilling in the street with your bear?
Yeah.
Alright.
When I come out, I will suggest that we head out of the village, because villagers aren't used to tame bears.
I should be rolling reaction rolls for every villager that walks past.
Exactly.
Really. Like, to see if there's, like, let me roll something. Let me roll, like, a chance that somebody's, like, seen that somebody's, like, shit themselves and knocked shit over running down the street when they saw a bear. Because we need to make sure, you know what I mean? There is a chance that somebody's freaked out when they saw a bear if you were sitting in the village with a bear. So I'm going to have to roll something, eh? Let's just roll. Let's say there's a 25% chance that somebody freaks out, right? And then if we roll that, then we'll make a freak out. Let's roll a dice first.
Yeah, it could be a druid.
That's how I roll. You're safe. You're safe. Nobody freaks out. You might get some funny looks, but nobody totally freaks out at the sight of a bear in the village.
Well, thank God there's nobody here from PETA complaining about us subjugating a wild creature.
Are you talking about the bear or Kiara?
I didn't specify.
They stand more luck with the bear, I think.
More chance of taming.
Yes. Okay, well, we'll leave Darrow and Andamakara and the rest of them to deal with things in the inn. We shall go and have something to eat, Kiara.
Okay, what do you guys have for breakfast then? What you guys that are outside? What do you eat? You've got rations and packets and stuff like that, right?
Well, I'll go around the village and see if I can see if there's a butcher or a baker.
It'd be one of each, yeah. You'd be able to find a butcher and a baker, yeah.
In that case, I'll get some fresh meat for Charlemagne.
So I say a small village. I don't mean
for us.
I mean it has your it still has a baker, a butcher, a leather maker, like all the basic stuff is still there. It just doesn't have like an alchemist and a magic shop and all these adventure things.
Sure, a baker, a candlestick maker.
Yeah, all those. So any basic supplies you can get here. Anything basic, you can, any common item you can get here.
Fine. Well, I'll get some bread and ham for us and some fresh meat for Charlemagne.
Okay. Tick off your money accordingly. We don't need to get pedantic about it. You can do it later if you want. Small potatoes anyway.
Will do.
Cool. So you have some fresh produce from the local bakers and butchers or whatever. Cool.
And we'll wait for Darrow and the rest to appear.
What time do you go out, Darrow? Just after breakfast?
Well, it won't be too late because we're going to have an early start, aren't we?
It's another early start. It's another long day travelling, yeah. I'm going to have to be watching that map so I can check the distance, you know. Okay. So let's pull us all over to it.
The question is, are we going to try to deal with the people in the room, or are we just going to hightail it and hope for the best?
We just get the fuck out of Dodge, guys.
Right, so I'm moving us all to the map so we can look at it together. Bear with me a moment. Check the distance and stuff, see how long it is going to take to travel.
Well, one thing's for certain, Kiara. They didn't steal this chain here.
I didn't steal anything, so...
Narazir, that's the name of the next town, and yeah, it is I don't think it's quite as long travelling, but it's, let me see. Oh, it's still quite a distance. It's a whole day. Yeah, it's another whole day. So it will be an early start. But Narazir is a bigger town. She'll stop there for 2 days.
Okay, well, we have to head off promptly.
Okay.
And, but we'll keep an eye out for these people.
Alright, so you're hitting the road. Having breakfast and hitting the road.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Yep. Don't think there's any serial numbers on Elven Chain. Otherwise, we'd have to file them off.
I think we...
Well, Schnenkert will point out that most gnome armourers can tell who's made a particular suit of gnome armour.
Yes, they probably have a maker's mark on somewhere.
Yes.
Well, we keep an eye out for them because whether they're, as I say, they may have hoped that we'll go for these supposed trolls and then hope to ambush us as we came out.
Quite possibly.
Yes, indeed. That's always a possibility.
Or hope to attack Elise when most of us were away from her. One or the other.
Whatever, they're untrustworthy.
Okay, I've moved you on to another map anyway. I've moved you on to a road map, yeah?
I mean, there was no elves amongst them, so...
Because partway up the road, about a third of the way up the road, you are stopped by highwaymen and you guess bandits because you're being mugged on the road. You're being stopped on the road. But there's only 6 of them. What do you want to do?
6 visible.
Let's fucking kill them.
Well, actually, there's 2 that look like they're half concealed in the bushes, but you can see them. They look like they've maybe tried to hide but haven't made such a good job, or they've hastily they've just seen you and they're like trying to hide in the bushes, and you've seen them as they've seen you, and they're not they're not ambushing you. They're trying to make the most of. They've just spotted you on the road and they're trying to make an impromptu kind of ambush. They didn't get the prep.
One comment is this isn't the order that we used to have.
No? Okay, so that's fine. We can rearrange this. So how is this arranged? Okay. Darrow, you want to go first then?
So he does Barakthram's blessing, and because that's a one
initiative, yeah.
One segment thing, is he able to get down from the cart or whatever as well?
I'd say you could jump down from the cart and then do it. Yeah. If you do the movement first, I'd say you could do it.
But presumably jumping down is all he can do.
Yeah.
So I'll put him there as well.
Because it'd be a safe climb down or a jump down with dexterity check. Depends what you want to do. But either way, it's going to take up like your half movement that I allow before casting of a spell.
So I'll put him there as having got down.
Yep, okay.
And he does that.
So he's casting Baraktham's Blessing. 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
Okay. And that area of effect, that'll affect everybody right now, won't it?
I've got the PHP open, so I
group anyway.
It's allies only, this spell.
Yep. I'm pretty sure you get everybody in this range. It's as long as they're not in melee combat and as long as they're in range, I think it gets everybody, and I think they will be.
Range is 60 yards and 50 foot cube. So if I center it on the middle...
Yep, gets all of you easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've put the 6 on Darrow, the token on Darrow, but it affects everybody in the party. So you are all blessed for the next 6 rounds. Random Makar. What are you doing?
Right. Am I in range of a sleep spell over here?
What is the range of it?
I don't have that to hand. Does anyone have that to hand?
90.
Be out, as I said. I reached 2nd level wizard spells, so I'm getting there.
I can. I mean,
30
I can move
yards,
forward.
90 feet.
90 feet. Yeah, you're just in range.
Yeah.
That's the range.
I'll move forward a bit anyway if I can do that before casting.
I did stay 90.
Yeah.
So if I can move,
You did.
kind of move a little bit further forward like that.
Yep.
And it's a 30-foot diameter circle.
Okay.
Yeah. So just kind of, I'll drop it in the middle there, I guess.
What's your casting sleep?
Yes. Let me just.
Somebody
Click
check
the
the rules.
button.
Do they get a saving throw? No, you just roll for how many hit dice it affects, right?
2d4
Yes.
hit dice.
Yeah, you roll 2d4, and that's how many of them it drops.
I'll have to. The template's not working. I'll just roll it.
no worries.
2d4.
Well, the thing is, the guy that was building those masters
Oh,
isn't
no.
in the game anymore, so we're not going to have them going forward, you know what I mean? So
I just copied that from somewhere, so I may not have copied it correctly.
Sorry,
or
so
adjusted it correctly.
no, it is 2d4, so it affects 2 hit dice of creatures.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good one, was it?
Alright, take your pick. Who would you like? This one?
The one right in the middle.
How many rounds does it last?
5 rounds a level, so that's 15 rounds.
Nice.
So this is sleep is the spell is actually has a secondary purpose. No hit die.
No hit dice, yeah, it does.
Yes, but yes, unfortunately that was not a very effective sleep spell. I must learn that up a bit more carefully next time.
Peter, you already know my bandits only straight out of the monster manual anyway. You know most things are slightly different.
And they went straight out of the monster manual, then 2 hit dice would get more than 1.
We'd have got 2 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Minus 10 XP for metagaming for Peter this week again. Anyway, you put this one to sleep. He falls into a magic slumber. And like we said before, they don't just like, it's not like passing out, because the hit in your head would wake you up. It's like a curl up and gently go to sleep, isn't it?
Yeah, I always assumed that they would just feel incredibly tired and just lie down and go to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, we only really mentioned it before, but I would say it's not like a knocked out, like pass out and you fall asleep, because the violent bang of your head would wake you up if that was the case. I think it's more of just a and curling up and going to sleep. Alright, so he's asleep for 15 rounds. Kiara, what are you doing, Jenkins?
If I if I fire at the guy who's under the sleep spell and it doesn't kill him, he wakes up.
Yes.
Right. So is it this guy here that's under the sleep spell? In the middle, got like a purple eye. Yeah. Okay.
What are you doing? That's the magic
I will
missile,
fire. I'm going to fire my magic missile, obviously. But I think I'm going to fire. Oh no, I can't. Do I have to fire all three at one person?
No, you can split them.
Can I split it? Okay, I'll fire one at each of them.
Okay, so roll.
Or direct one at each of them.
Okay, so roll 3d4 plus 3.
That will scare them if nothing else.
Let me make sure I've got my character sheet. Okay. My token.
So the automatic hit, there's no to hit roll, you just roll 3d4 damage, and you want 1d4 plus 1 on each of them, don't you? Split 3 ways.
Right, okay, so I want what?
So they take 3, 4 and 4. So this one takes 3 damage. This one takes 4 damage. He's not got his hit points written in.
They'll know they're messing with the wrong people.
Yeah, I feel that was quite a good shot, guys. That was alright,
Just filling in another couple of details on him, right? Okay, yeah, so 3 magical bolts come shooting from your hands as you cast this spell. One goes, while the other one goes, and the other one goes, and they hit these 3 guys, and they take, like I said, 3, 4, and 4 damage respectively from the magic bolts. Okay, so now it is their turn to fight back. So they come charging at you. Screaming, "You'll pay for that. You don't know who you're messing with." So let me see some distance. Off, look at that now. See that?
And the macaw just put himself within range.
Dead, just put yourself in range of a melee attack. So this guy's
wearing. He's got no armour on then, if he can run that fast, is that right?
They're wearing
chainmail. No, that's not. That's he's unencumbered. That's his movement rate unencumbered. So if he's wearing chainmail and has one weapon and a shield, as long as his strength's like 9 or above, he'll be moving that speed. Yeah. He's got 120 feet of movement. Remember, 60 feet plus an attack, and that was 60 exactly. So he's gonna try to hit you with a longsword.
My luck, he'll get a 20.
Oh, we love a 20 on this game. Hits an armor class of 8 or worse. So that's not going to hit you at all, is it?
No.
The next one's not going to be able to quite reach you.
Because he's asleep.
Oh, sorry, yeah, the next one. He's the sleeping one. Sorry, folks. This next one, because it's slightly more than 60 feet, so he's going to move to there and throw the spear. I'll need to quickly add the spear line on this weapon sheet, because it's not there, but it'll just take me 1 second. So this guy's throwing a spear at you and Makar. And misses. Spear goes flying behind you. Third one. He's going to come down to about the same range and he's going to throw a spear at the bear. I'm just going to check. Yeah, he's got -2 on his attack. Okay, to be fair. Misses. So another spear goes flying over here.
It's just as well for him.
Artan. He's your party NPC at the moment while he's riding with you guys, so you can decide what he's doing.
Well, he will stay and prepare to defend Elise.
Remember, although he works for Elise and you're working for Elise, you're hired to be part of the same bodyguard team, so you get to, you know, like, tactically instruct him. So if you want him up in the front line or whatever, you can. So whatever he wants.
He's seen Darrow, Charlemagne, Chiara, and Undermakar in action. I think he's just waiting to see if there's anybody going to try and come in from the side to attack Elise.
Okay.
He doesn't think the team are going to have any problems with these bandits.
Okay. Bear with me a second. Okay, now it's crossbow boys. I need to mark a range. So let me see what this range is from here. So it's -2 on these. Because it's 60 is the short range. So
Feet or 60 yards.
oh, aye, it's yards outside, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, so the short range. Thanks for that.
Well, it applies to Schninky, you know.
It does. Missed anyway, and the second one. We're shooting at the bear at this point. Oh, the second one hits him. The bear counts as a large creature, right?
Yeah.
Sure. I think so, yeah.
I've rolled the wrong damage dice. I'll be a generous DM, you can have the one, alright? Since it was my mistake, I'll not punish you for my mistake, okay? There you go. Because you can roll a 1 on any dice, to be fair. Alright. I need to just do some rolls here. If you bear with me a moment, I need to look at something and do a roll. Totally silently, Selenia appears from the bushes.
What a surprise.
And she was attempting to do a backstab on Artan, but Artan has seen her coming, so she doesn't get the backstab attack, but she's still going to make an attack on him. Put the plus in here. And hit him, right? Oh no, Artan's got an armor class of -2. That's not a hit. Okay, Eleonora.
I was considering her moving a bit forwards, but given we're being attacked at the back,
Does she know
with
that?
the centering.
Peter, does she know that?
Yeah, because it's happened just over here. Just over here.
Yes, but it's on the far side of the cart, and she was trying to move silently, so I don't know.
The thing is,
If Eleanor is fine.
Selenia succeeded her move silently, but failed her hide in shadows. That's how it happened. That's what went down.
So in other words, Eleanor didn't hear
Use the
anything.
shield. Does Artan use the shield?
Yes, Eleonora would have heard Selenia's sword striking Artan's shield.
Ah, right.
Right.
So she does hear
So
it.
in that case, Eleanor is not having the prayer moving forward to move the prayer forward. it's centered on where she is, where the nastier baddies might be. And the radius is... It's 60-foot radius.
So what's she casting? Prayer.
Where?
30-foot, 60-foot radius.
So it's going to just about... Yeah, it's going to get you all.
Gets under Merthar. Doesn't get that bad guy, but gets under Merthar.
No.
And if there's anybody hiding on the other side of the road...
At this point, you see Ciula and Urcus. Because, well, Eleonora will, because she turns round with a commotion. And in the same direction that Selenia appeared from, you'll see over here, Ciula and Urcus.
So you do the radius again to see if they're within the prayer.
They're just outside it.
Outside it.
But Selenia
So
is
the
inside it.
is caught by the prayer,
Yep,
but none of the other opposition are.
correct.
Well, we don't know where their mage is. Correct? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the fighter and the priest.
Correct. So Eleonora, what was she doing? She cast prayer. So I'll put the thing on for a prayer. I'll put this on. How many rounds?
5.
Okay, so it affects all you guys and it affects Selenia. So I'll put a marker on Selenia. Okay. There we go. So that's all marked. Ralph next. So this is going to be Ralph to try and move the cart, right? He's going to move...
I told him to take cover.
You've told him to take
I
cover?
didn't move the cart.
Alright, you told him to take cover, so he's going to jump off the cart then and run away into the bushes.
I was thinking of lying down.
Jumping into the back of the cart and laying flat, I would think would be his best.
Is that your instructions to him? That's what he'll do. So he's lying flat. In fact, let's say he'll even throw a blanket or something over his head.
That's fine.
Okay. Charlemagne. What's he doing?
I think something
He's gonna
annoyed Father Main by shooting at him.
There was a couple of people shooting at him and throwing spears at him.
Well, Kiara, what are you telling Charlemagne to do?
I think Charlemagne would just be attacking this guy here with through the spirit.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. So hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and roll his attacks.
Is there bonuses or pluses?
Bless. And prayer.
Bless.
So +2.
Oh, so plus 2.
And +1 damage.
And +1 damage. Yeah, +2 to hit and +1 damage. It's a hit.
Nice. So
Despite the armor and the shield, that's still a hit.
small medium.
Yes.
+1.
+1. So it's 3 damage.
Oh, how's it rolled like that? Was that my mistake?
Possibly, but it doesn't matter. It's 3 damage. Roll for the second paw. So Charlemagne slams this bandit in the face with his fist, scratching at his side of his eye with his claw, taking substantial damage from the guy's cheek. What happened there? It's because you've done equals 2 instead of +2.
Oh fuck! Okay.
So it's a hit anyway. Roll damage. Wow, and that's +1. Or did you add the +1 in there?
No, I did the +1.
Right, okay.
And then from the bite.
With his other paw, he takes a matching strike out the other side of the guy's face. Go ahead and try and bite him as well then. Wow.
Ooh.
Critical hit.
Ooh, nasty.
Roll of damage. We don't do triple damages for the bear. Ooh.
Ooh.
16, right?
Oh.
Now, let me tell
Yeah.
you that he had 1 hit point left, so this is serious overkill. So when Charlemagne, he goes Wolverine, and takes three big stripes, Adidas stripes out the side of each cheek of this guy, and then he just gets lucky with the bite, and he just clamps down, and his top jaw goes halfway into the top of the guy's head, and the bottom jaw gets really under his chin, and it just clean cuts his face in half vertically from the back to the front. From the middle, like it cuts his face off, bites his face off. I have to be pretty graphic with that because it was a serious overkill. Yeah, he bites his face off, and a limp body drops to the ground. Charlemagne's got a taste for blood again. Sninkinook.
Ooh. Well, I think I shall stick 2 arrows. If I can't see any sign of the mage, I'll stick 2 arrows into the hobbit.
The halfling.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Any bonus for flank or being above?
Not for flank, but for your height. Yes, I'll give you a +1 for higher ground.
Okay. Let's try.
So you got
With
plus
the
3.
substandard bow.
+3 total to hit.
Yep.
What, no magical bow?
Something happened to that, I think. I can't remember exactly what. I think he maybe snapped it in half or something.
Critical fumble.
Yes.
It probably lost it.
And too many magic weapons and the gods intervened.
Yes.
The dice gods.
Too many backpacks in this party as well.
The dice gods, once again.
So, is AC2 a hit or not?
Ooh, on this fella, let me see. It is actually, yes. So give me damage.
Okay. So that's 3 damage minimum.
Okay. Now, let me just quickly check the rules for something, because it's the cleric's turn. Could have cast it at Darrow. Darrow, your save versus spell has a -2 from this, but you've got a +1, so it's a save versus spell -1.
So she's just casting it at me.
Yes.
Right. Well,
Dwarf,
So your
who's magic resistant.
total save is -1.
he's got his dwarf bonus.
Yep.
He's got his wisdom bonus.
Yep, and the best saves from being a cleric. You've got the best chance of saving against it.
So let me just check what his wisdom is.
Just don't roll low.
His wisdom gives him a +2 bonus,
Nice.
which means he's on +1 overall.
+1 overall, yeah.
Because I think the dwarven bonus is always included.
Go ahead. Good luck.
So miscellaneous bonus is +1. There we are.
You made your save. Nice. So, the spell doesn't affect you. That was lucky. Sninkinook, I believe you've got a second attack with your bow.
Yes.
Okay.
Into this halfling again.
Okay.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Picking on someone your own size.
That's one way of looking
Even the
at it.
halfling's still bigger than him. I think a gnome's smaller than a halfling, yeah?
Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
I don't need to check anything. That's a hit.
Righty-ho. Doing... Sorry, I just had to cancel that. Submit. Plus 1. 7 damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's more like it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a serious one. Okay. So, that's the end of the round. I'm just adding something here for this one.
So, is Darrow aware that he had an attack, mental attack on him? Is he aware of the noise of Artan being attacked? Basically, does he think, is he only aware of the opposition up front, or is he aware of some behind?
Tell you what, perception check.
Right, D20.
Sorry, Sneaky Nook didn't shout. Should have done.
I'll have to check what his int is. Is his int 12 or better is the question.
Ooh.
I don't know. By the way, Ryan.
Yes.
I haven't rolled my D10.
For...
I went up a level as a fighter.
Alright, do it now then.
Okay.
His int is 11, so that's just failed.
Okay, so no, he's only aware of the commotion in front of him because there's so much noise going on in front of him. He's not aware of what's going on behind him.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'm sorry, I might have misfired there.
What were you rolling for?
Initiative.
It's a nice roll if it's for initiative. What was it for?
For enlarge.
Nice. That's an amazing roll.
Can we keep that?
Yeah. If
Sweet.
you've rolled the right dice. Is the casting
yeah.
time one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's an
Okay.
amazing roll then.
I rolled my D10, and for once I didn't roll a 1.
Nice, so add
You
5
did.
By
hit points.
itself.
Nice.
That's what I
5,
would
lovely.
say.
Take the asterisks off as well.
Yep, will do.
Right, I think we are all done and in the right order then. Yep, we are. Okay, so Kiara first. You're casting in large. Who are you casting that on?
I am on the bear.
Kiara's went, so now it's Andy McCarr.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to attack this guy in front of me.
Cool. Good luck.
Because, I mean, as far as I know, if there's fighting at the back, it's probably just some more of these bandits. So I don't care. I'm just going to hit this guy. Do I get any bonuses?
You've got plus
to hit?
2 from Bless and Prayer.
Righty-ho.
Alright, roll 1d10. Okay. So you lose attacks with the sword this round.
Just too eager.
Shame. Darrow.
Darrow, I'm just looking at the distance, but it must be so that he can move and attack.
Oh, from the guys next to you? Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, only 16, 17 feet away.
He mustn't have rolled very well to get only a 5.
Is that a 5 with the bonuses?
That's with the bonuses.
Well, he's armor class 5, so that is in fact a hit.
Yeah, he rolled a 6 to hit, so it's a 1 extra to damage.
Yep, plus 1. Splat.
Let that be a lesson to you.
You taught him a lesson, yeah, he killed him.
Yeah.
So, the remaining one of these 4... Why is there only 3 here? There was 4. I'm confused.
Sleep.
Yeah, where is he though? Where is the sleeping
At
one?
the top somewhere asleep, shouldn't he?
Yeah, but I think I've deleted him.
No,
Oh, no, he's there.
no.
The other guy's ran down. Yeah, he was just up there. Sorry, I'm just being dumb. He's up here. Sorry. So,
Sleeping on the job.
who cast sleep?
And a macaw.
Yeah. And we've went past your turn, so we need to take rounds off that. So it's only 14 rounds. Sorry, that's all the reason I was asking. We need to change that to 14.
And you need to take Darrow down to 5.
Yep. This goes down to 5. Right, so this last one, he's going to make a morale check, in fact.
Very wise.
Makes it. He's attacking Andy McCarr.
Probably my lousy attack has encouraged him.
And this one doesn't have any minus. He doesn't have any minus or anything on it, does he? It was only the
No, it's only the halfling.
yeah. Armor class 7 doesn't hit you anyway, yeah?
No.
Okay. Artan.
They're attacking Mistress Elise, he will yell as he strikes at the thief who is attacking him.
Okay.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Oh, she's got the same war cry as Sninky Nook.
Oh, Sneaky Nook's a silent killer.
No, Sninky Nook's war. Well, Darrow's war cry is Sninky Nook's is dum dum dum. Oh my days!
6 and it's a critical.
Yeah, now.
Right. Artan the warrior.
Yeah. Give him the 1d4 then. Okay, so double damage from the critical hit.
In that case, the damage he does is...
Do the +1 before the double. I like big damage on crits. Double after the modifiers. Boom! Oh my!
That is maximum damage. 24.
It better be next to her, otherwise
Now, she drops to the ground and she is bleeding out. Now, normal baddies, when they hit 0 hit points, they're dead, right? But, like an NPC like this, they're going to have negative hit points like you. So they are in the same state as you would be at -3 hit points. Bleeding out to die at 1 round, at 1 hit point per round. So I need to quickly check her character sheet, just so that I know how long she's got.
God.
Right,
34 points, and Sneaking It would be down bleeding his life out.
She's got 10 rounds. Alright, so.
Well, we might get round to binding her wounds later, we shall see.
Get round to slitting her throat later.
Yes, Sninky Nook. Yes.
I just need to do some measuring.
No, I'm not sure I can approve of that, but I'm not anywhere near it.
Alright.
I think somebody's charging Artan.
Yep, so Sayola comes up and starts screaming at the top of her voice about thunder and chaos rain and blah 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 blah, and she's going to attack with this warhammer. It's a miss. He's got an amazing armor class. It's a miss. So, next, I need to find an effect. If you bear with me a second. Sorry about all this patter today, guys. Well, the carry on, but I need to get.
Sorry, was that a warrior or was that the mage down?
This is the warrior. Now, let me just check that I've got this right. I need to check the spell. Sorry about all the jumping around.
I was wondering where the mage had got to, or at least I was wondering, but of course Adam McCarr knows nothing about it.
Look at you making sure you don't get your minus points, Trevor.
Right, Trevor's good. Right, so...
Well, Adam McCarr is now aware that there's an attack at the rear. Not necessarily aware who, but is aware.
Yeah, but might just be
That's
ordinary
going to be
bandits.
my favourite.
For all I know, it's just ordinary bandits. I mean, they're relatively easy to kill. Well, not for me, because I missed it. But, somebody who can actually hit properly.
Well, Artan obviously thinks they're reasonably easy to kill.
So let me just check this in yards. So
Well, that one took a bit of beating, that.
Ooh. Looks like a mage has just become visible.
I'm going to have to measure this out properly. So I've got... it said within 30 feet... wait. It appears within 10 yards, so that's 30 feet. So it appears
Can we
there.
mark that?
So that's the closest I can make it appear. So then it's going to go up, and it can go 30 feet around, so it's going to go... Okay, that's what it's going to do. It's going to go for Slinky Nook. So.
Sneaking up first, eh?
Yeah, it is going to be Slinky Nook first.
Fair enough.
Because it's heading through Slinky Nook towards Eleonora. So forgive me, that will actually be going to there. Slinky Nook, you make a save versus spell.
Well, first of all, I make a magic resistance roll.
Make a magic resistance roll, yeah?
30% chance.
Ooh, good one.
Whoa!
Did you succeed?
Succeeded. I rolled a 16.
Nice, okay. So does that reduce damage or does it negate it?
Doesn't affect me.
Doesn't affect you. So you're unaffected magic resistance.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Well done. Nice. So where are we? We are at crossbow guys. Okay. So they are shooting at bear is the most obvious target at this point for them. So bear with me a second.
A big target.
Yeah, he's the biggest target now. Well, already was, but he's especially bigger now, I guess. Armor class 6 does hit the bear. So, let me get some damage on that. Bear takes 1 point of damage, and the other one is going to shoot. Misses. The second guy misses. The first one hit the bear with the crossbow bolt, and the second one missed. So, Selenia's turn, so she's going to lose a hit point. Eleonora's turn.
Well, she was already... So she was casting Hold Person. Of course, she'd like to move if she's allowed to as well. But the Hold Person comes off first. And there's two people stood close together.
Yeah, where's she casting Hold Person at? These two. These two.
Yes, those two.
Okay. Cast it in. I'll need to work out what their saving throws are. She's casting at 2 of them. That affects the saving throw.
Now, one thing before...
If 2 persons are being expelled, each rolls a saving throw with a -1 penalty.
Yeah, and even the magic users out of the range. Yes, okay. So each one's saves at -1.
Okay, so let me make their saves then. Save versus spell -1.
Yeah.
Mind you, their priest has probably put prayer or bless or something on them at first as well.
Correct. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So he saves. Nice roll, sunshine.
Sounds like a 20.
It was I. So, and we've got this guy to make a save. This guy's save's not as good. So, you only needed 1 more to make it. So, this guy is held. How many rounds is he held for?
Its hold person is 2 rounds level, so 10.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so
So which one's that? The magic user?
nope, that was the fighter.
The fighter's save.
No, the magic user saved.
Well, the magic user saved, the fighters
Yep.
failed.
Yep. The magic user saved, the fighter failed. So fighter is held.
Is Eleanor able to move, or did I just check what it was? Casting time of 5.
I just realised something. Because of this, I need to move. Sorry, 1 second. I'll move that up there.
It was casting time of 5. Is Eleanor able to move as well as finish the spell?
Yeah, half movement.
And guess what? She doesn't want to be near. Could someone measure if she's heading this sort of way? No, that doesn't work.
Measure what distance?
If she's heading this sort of way, lower down, and she's in chain, so what's half move for chain?
60.
Yeah, right. But she's got the cart in the way, so she'll probably get to sort of here or so, do you think?
Something like that, yep. Looks good.
Fair enough.
And then it's going to be whether she or the magic user get initiative next round. Will be interesting.
Ralph's hiding. Selenia, don't know why I've got. Right, yeah. I can remove.
Oh, Eleanor, you want to reduce the prayer to 4.
Correct. Thank you. Okay, so it's Charlemagne's turn. Tammy, what's Charlemagne going to do?
Hold on, sorry, I was getting unmuted. He's gonna move actually. Hold on, he's gonna come. I measured before, so he's gonna come down. Oh, here. Oh, right, come. Oh, I'm on the wrong clicker. Sorry. And everybody needed that running commentary.
It's alright.
In here, because he, I think, will realise what's going on. I want to be close to Kiara.
Oh, did someone else take 1 point off of him? Because I already did it. He's only lost 1 hit point. So you're moving him to there?
Yeah.
Okay, Stinky Nook. This is second attack. Right?
No.
No.
First attack.
First attack, yeah, just rolled really badly, sorry.
I'm taking my time with these arrows, I'll have you know.
Yeah, that's the one, that's the one.
Well, somebody fired something at me. I think I'll return the privilege. Dumpty dumpty dump. So straight back at the mage.
You're firing at the mage.
Of course.
Missed.
Missed. Thankfully, it wasn't a fumble by 1.
Now you rolled a 2. Alright, so the fighter is held, so does nothing. Stinky Nook, you get your second shot.
See if I can fumble this one.
Good luck. Please do.
Oh yes, of course.
Can't believe you got a whole person on the fighter. This is what happens when it's NPCs versus PCs. Everybody's got the same skills, eh?
Armor class -3 on the mage.
No, that'll hit him.
Okay, in that case, he can take.
Need to move this as well. Look, sorry about this, folks.
7 points of damage. And hopefully that might spoil that spell. Whatever it is.
I need to check the rules of it. Because I know it interrupts the casting of a spell, but does it interrupt his concentration on this? Okay, so let me see.
I don't know.
The sphere moves as long as the spellcaster actively directs it, otherwise it merely stays at rest and burns. It can be extinguished by the same means as any normal fire. Surface of the sphere is spontaneous. It cannot push unwilling creatures aside or batter down large obstacles. No, hitting him does not interrupt the spell because he's already cast it. So all he needs to do is be able to keep moving it on his turn. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll be round 3. Does anybody want to change what they're doing? Or did anybody hold their actions actually for the end of that one?
No.
I need to change because I used the spell, so I need.
Yep.
Well, the present.
I'm sorry, Eleanor is rolling initiative for the sword.
Okay.
Eleonora is charging the mage. I think I will just carry on shooting at the mage.
Alright, so we start round 3 then. Kiara, what are you doing this round?
Magic missile this round.
Ooh, who on?
So, we have this person here,
Yeah. The priest.
and this person here's a bad guy too.
Yep.
But they've got a spell on them.
No, they are bleeding unconscious, dying.
Oh, okay. Can I fire one at this one that's bleeding unconscious?
Yes.
And fire 2 at this one that's still alive.
So you want to put one of the magic missile bolts into Selenia and 2 into Seula. You're a savage.
I'm not fucking about, eh?
Yeah, clearly, yeah. Right, okay, so roll 3d4 plus 3. I'll just do it left to right order, so the third one is on Selenia. So 3, 2, and 3.
Oh, I didn't put any pluses in.
Yeah,
No?
yeah, that's okay, I'm adding them. So
Okay.
it's a total of -5 from Seula. And a total of -3 from Selenia. Oof, you're a savage. Making sure she doesn't get healed, eh? I like it.
Talking about kicking someone when they're down.
Yeah, well, cast a magic missile right in her face anyway.
Best time to do it.
And the Makar. It's metagaming because I told you that NPCs get negative hit points. You wouldn't have done it to a bear or a dire wolf.
No, I wouldn't have done it to an animal. This is a bad guy who's
Yeah,
bleeding
nice.
out and might get back up like she's getting fired at.
Right, and the Makar.
Right, I fumbled last round. Am I recovering this round, or do I get? I forget. Do I get to go?
Yes,
You could use
you're still recovering
You could
this
use
round.
a different weapon this round. You can't use your sword this round.
For a blade singer, that's a pretty bad choice.
Yes.
I've got a second sword.
You could use another sword this round.
Yeah, well, if I can draw out my my other sword,
Yeah, that's fine.
then which doesn't have pluses, but
I'm not sure, yeah. Because that means you'll have to change next round as well. But anyway.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what's happened to the original sword. Have I dropped it? Have I?
Yeah, you've dropped it or fumbled it or it's slid into your boot or... That's the nature of the fumble. That's why you lose your attack this round and also next round if it's the same weapon, but not next round if you change weapons. That's the nature of the
I'll
fumble.
draw. Rather than try and pick up the sword that I seem to have dropped or mislaid,
Need to recover,
I shall pick up. I shall draw out another sword and try and hit with that.
That's fine, yeah.
So I'll have to. Right, so I'll put -2 because it's an ordinary longsword. But I've got pluses, haven't I?
You've got +2 from Prayer and Bless.
All right, so that cancels out the. No, it's still no good.
That's
I don't
not
think.
gonna do it. Well, who were you aiming at actually?
Well, the chap in front of me.
You've only got one, yeah. Okay, nah, that's still not going to be good enough though. So Darrow, what's he doing?
Darrow's going to try and finish this guy off because that allows Ander McCart
Are you
to.
using your axe?
Yeah,
I need to add a second attack for you this round.
yeah. Given Darrow's movement rate,
Just in case.
it's best if he frees Ander McCart up.
Yeah. Alright, so, go ahead. Good luck. +2, huh? Oh, and I need to reduce this to 4 as well.
The sleep needs to be reduced by 1 as well if you haven't done that.
Yep. Handy those markers, like. Ooh. you add the bonuses into that? You did, didn't you? That's not a hit.
Yeah, he did.
No, that's not a hit. So he's going to turn round. He's not going to make another morale check because he sees that these guys have arrived now. So he's going to... he's going to continue to attack Andy Makar, I guess. He's not going to turn around.
I'm not wearing armor, so I'm. Oh,
Does it make a difference?
did that hit anyway? Because I'm armor class -2, but I assume it hits anyway if it's a 20.
Yeah, 20 hits anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, you're a medium creature, not a large one, mate.
Yeah, I did. I did say he was going to roll a 20, didn't I? It's just it took him a round or two.
Six damage.
Oh, okay.
So his sword bites into your shoulder for 6 damage. Eleonora.
AC 4?
Excuse me. On who? On the held fighter or on the mage?
On the dangerous mage.
That's a hit.
And this is plus.
Yep, +1 damage.
Because he'd already been shot, hadn't he? By sneak.
Yep, he's still alive. But that sword's done some damage on him.
Yeah.
Move them up a little bit just so that it looks tidier, okay? It's not going to really affect much in the sense of where everybody is.
And obviously the count on the prayer goes down by 1.
Got it. Okay, so this lady here is
and he's spell spoiled, obviously.
No, because he wasn't casting a spell. All he's doing is directing the flaming spear, so it doesn't require.
All right, so
it requires concentration, but he can take damage and still concentrate on it.
Yes,
Yeah,
but if he had been casting,
if he'd been casting
spell,
a new spell, it would have interrupted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ciola is going to again attack Artan. Don't know why she keeps attacking him. He's got an amazing armor class, but she's obviously not realised that. She's going to try again.
She's upset about him killing her friend, obviously.
I have to open up all the sheets again since the refresh. Miss. Okay, so now the flaming spear can move up to 30 feet in a round, so let's see what it does. It's going to go...
I've got my guess where it's going.
It's going to go...
I think Elise would have dived for cover, wouldn't she? Or is she just watching with interest?
She's trying to stay out of... Like, she's relying on you guys to try and keep her safe here, but she might have to... Like, if she makes a save here, it'll be a case of jumping off the cart. But I'm just trying to work out a little path for that. It's an intelligent mage, so they can try and work out if there's an easier way. Oh, I like this one. There we go. So.
Yeah, Ralph isn't visible.
Yeah, in fact.
Yes.
In fact. Okay, so Snaky, you'll need to make your magical resistance roll again.
Fair enough. Let's try again. Nope, failed that. Let's try making it.
So you've got a
saving throw versus spell coming up. We said hopefully.
Yep, and it's just a save versus spell, with whatever penalties or minuses you've got.
So at +1 because of the prayer, etc. So that's +1. Nope, failed.
Okay, so you take 2d4 damage. I'll roll that. Oh!
8 damage. Ooh, vicious.
Okay, so you take 8 damage. Now, Charlemagne, makes a save versus spell with a +1. So, do you want to roll a d20? Oh, she got in first, just right. We'll take yours then. So the bear makes a save. So that is no damage. Okay. Okay. So now Kiara needs to make a save versus spell with +1.
So just a d20.
No, you've got it on your character sheet. It's just that the bear doesn't.
Remember, you're saving at +1.
Yeah, +1.
Which one is it though?
Save versus spell.
Spell.
Yeah. You failed, so you take 2d4. And I'm going to be a generous DM, and I'm not going to give you the 8 damage and just make it the same for everybody. I'll roll separately, okay? You take 5 damage. So that's 5 points of burning damage from Kiara.
I think now you've got her annoyed.
So, it's crossbowmen time, and they're now shooting at Darrow. Darrow's now their most obvious target. They're here.
Oh, good luck with that.
Character sheet.
They are on his shield side, fortunately for him.
Crossbow.
And let's see a 1.
Nah, they both miss. Useless. Selenia, this halfling rogue, the first one of them to attack you loses another hit point. Ooh. I can take that off because I'm marking it up there. Right, okay. Darrow, second attack, is it this round?
The second attack, you've already adjusted the prayer this round.
Yep.
Well,
6. No, it's not a hit. Chainmail and shield. Charlemagne.
Can he move and attack?
He can move up to 60 feet and then attack.
Oh
It's
my
that
God.
cleric there attacking Artan.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. You're gonna attack this guy.
Now, she's got Artan on one side and the bear on the other, but that's her, like, unconscious ally on the other side. So you're not able to get the back attack on her. She's able to turn herself to face side to side with the two of you. She would do it that way. So go ahead and make an attack for the bear. Now you've got +2, remember.
I didn't put the +2 on.
Right, oh, that's a definite hit anyway. I just need to quickly change the bear's things to 29. So that is roll damage for the paw, and it's +60% on this.
and it's +1 damage first.
Yeah, +1 first. So 5 plus 60%. 60% of 5 is 3.
3.
So 8 damage. Nice. Now, this is funny because you didn't put the... Did you say you didn't put the -2 bonus? So that hits armor class 4, yeah? -4. That hits armor class -4. Right, okay, that's good. Because Sayula's armor class is -4. So you need that, those 2 bonuses, you needed them to hit her. Okay. So, next attack, Charlemagne.
Go for her.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh. Not easy to hit, is she?
That's a minute. No, sorry, that's the same one. Right, yep, come on. Let's go. Right, okay, that's... Right.
Yay!
So, add +1 and we double it and then add 60%.
And then that's a hug.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And that does 60% more as well. Oh dear.
Jesus, roll damage. This is incredible. So, 5 doubles. Did you add the +1? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So 5 doubles to 10 plus 60% is 16.
Yep. So that's 16. Yeah. Ooh. And then there's the hug damage. Ooh.
And it's automatically bear hug damage. And what was the damage on the bear hug? 2d6.
I think so.
We're gonna have to quickly check, are we? Monster manual.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 2d6.
Yeah, so am I. It'll take me 2 seconds to check though.
2D. Is it a black bear or brown bear? Brown bear, I think.
Brown bear,
that's
yeah.
2d6, yeah.
2d6. So 4 plus 60% of 4.
4 plus 1 is 5, plus 60% is 8.
So another 8 damage. I'm going to have to check someone's constitution on their character sheet. Oh boy!
I can't get chat on Roll20 to load, so I can't see what my dice rolls are.
Oh, right. Oh my. Right. Okay. So, Sayula, like Selenia, is lying bleeding out on the ground.
Well, when Charlemagne lets go of her,
yeah. So Charlemagne goes claw and grab, squeeze. She's already unconscious before the squeeze starts. He squeezes and her head almost bursts, and then he's
Is Charlemagne going to bite as well?
of course, yes.
I was getting to that. Charlemagne's got a bite as well, yeah.
Oh dear.
Presumably, her armor class won't be so good once she's collapsed.
Oh no, there's no dexterity bonus. Who are you biting? Charlemagne?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not close enough to anybody else.
Yes.
They're not dead. They're just unconscious.
Oh, shit. Well, then I'm going to bite her.
Which one? They're both females.
The one I've been attacking.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing so well. Why stop now?
Yeah, and it's like +4 for prone or held, isn't it? So you got like +6 on the attack. Is it +4 for prone?
Oh, for goodness sake!
It's going to do it anyway. So roll damage for the bite.
What did I get? What did I get?
9.
You rolled armor class -9. You rolled an 18.
You rolled an 18, another one.
Right. So, what do I put on this one?
So the bite is
+1.
+1, and then we add 60%. Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Oh,
60%
minimum damage though. So that's
Oh.
It's about 5 total, isn't it?
yeah.
It's enough. You see the life force drain away from her eyes, and she takes her last breath. Charlemagne slaughtered her. Snakenook, I believe this is your first shot.
Well, I'll try hitting that mage again. Don't know what that spell was, but I didn't like it.
So you're shooting this mage down here.
Yep.
Yep. +2 to hit.
Oh, damn. Hit the wrong button.
Wrong
Sorry.
button.
Let's try again. That's more like it.
Ooh,
-3.
That's a hit.
Oh, yes.
+1 damage.
+1 damage.
Minimum damage again, 3.
Okay, so this guy does nothing. His whole person's down to 9 though, because whoever done that's had their turn. Snakenook's second shot.
Come on, you can do it. Armor class 2.
Oh yeah, it's a hit.
More damage.
+1, or have you added that?
I've added the +1.
Okay, so Isela is now on the ground bleeding out.
Well, luckily, Eleonora is there, who might be a little more merciful.
Well, we've got the start of a round. Did anybody hold their actions?
Don't think so.
Okay.
I didn't.
Right.
I barely held my sword.
Yeah, the 3 grunts at the front probably can't see what's happened to the NPCs.
It's 10 to 11, but I'm willing to keep going an extra 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it takes to finish this combat if you need to. I
Yep,
don't mind.
that's fine.
Yeah.
No? Okay, so Andy Makar, you're first.
Can I recover my magic sword, or do I have to carry on with the?
No, you can still use your good sword this round, yeah.
Right, so I'll pick up the good sword and have another attack. See if I can hit something this time.
Okay.
And I've still got +2 to hit, haven't I?
Yes.
So
Now you were the one that did the hold spell, so I need to reduce that.
yeah, the sleep. Yeah.
He did
Oh
the
no,
sleep.
you did sleep. That's right. Sorry, so I don't reduce that yet. Sorry. Yep. So you make your attack. It's a
Closer.
hit. No, that is a hit. Yeah.
Right, and do I get any bonuses for damage?
+1.
+1. Here goes.
Oh. Your sword cuts him right across the front of the neck, cutting his throat right open. Blood sprays you in the face as the man hits the floor. Kiara,
Finally, I've struck a proper blow.
you're throwing darts, right?
Yeah.
Are you moving
So
first?
do I get to? I'm gonna move first, I think.
You can move up to half movement, which is 60, and then fire.
60. Yeah. So I can get to where Charlemagne is,
Yep.
like here. And what would I have as penalties for shooting darts?
Well, you've only used
Yeah.
like 3/4 of your movement to get to there. You've got like another 15 feet, so you can get to
Oh,
about there.
but bang on! Look, how good was that?
Yeah. And then who do you want to throw at? Bleeding out on the floor or held?
Held.
They're both out of your max range because it's 10, 20, 30.
Oh, okay.
So you can't quite. Well, if I'm generous, I can give you passed out on
Give
the
me
floor.
penalties.
Yeah, if I'm generous, I give you him at -5.
Okay.
But
Sweet, I'll take that.
it's -5, but it's +4 because he's prone state. So it's -5 plus 4 is -1, and you've got +2, so it's +1 overall.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Stupid not to take that.
Yeah, it's +1 overall.
Yeah.
So this is the very, very, very maximum range throw you can do with a dart. You're like lobbing it in the air to get the distance on this.
What did I roll?
A miss.
Not very good.
Okay.
Well, in fact, let me check his armor, because he doesn't get his dexterity bonus when he is prone like that. So give me a minute. It may be something, actually. That might
He
be
hasn't
something.
got any braces or rings.
I'm not sure. I'll need to double check what he's got. Just be a second. Nah, his whole armor class is dex bonus. It's a hit. That is a hit. So roll damage for me.
And she was throwing at the at the unconscious magic user, not at the hell guy.
Yeah.
Right.
She can only just reach him. She can't reach the held guy. That's.
Still small medium.
If I'm generous, that's 30 feet. So that's the very furthest you can throw it.
Oh, right. I got confused over which was which.
Aye, still small medium. 2 damage.
What did I get there? 2.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still better than fuck all.
Hey, it's someone else's constitution I'll need to check. Okay. Darrow.
Darrow heard a shout that there was an attack at the back.
Yep.
And now this person's dead. And those missile people would run away before he could get near them. So if someone marks how far he can move.
Yeah, okay. You want your full movement rate?
Yes, given there's...
Anywhere in that region.
You done well, lads.
Where is he?
That level was it?
And your 4 I'll put down to a 3 now, eh?
Yeah.
Kiara, second dart. Again.
Didn't she move?
Ah, yeah, you don't get your multiple attacks
Yeah,
if you moved. Sorry. Yeah, you only get 1 attack. Thank you, Peter. Right, so these guys are all incapacitated. He's sleeping. We've forgot to take a couple of rounds off his sleep, so he'll be down to 12 now. So there's no him. So it's Eleonora.
Eleonora's looking at this armored guy.
Yep.
When someone's held, does everything stiffen up or does it relax?
I'd say stiffens up. Like frozen, yeah.
So you can't
Move them. Like a
can't take the weapon out of his hand or the shield off him.
No, I would say that the fingers close around it. No, you can't disarm him, no. I mean, you could try disarm him by hitting him in the hand and breaking his fingers, I guess. That would be different.
Surely that would be more like petrified.
Yeah, but
held.
But it is the hold person spell. It is a temporary petrification, really.
It's a temporary paralysis, so the muscles lock.
Yeah.
So you stay standing up, etc.
The muscles lock. So I would say that you couldn't disarm him just by pulling the hammer out of his hand or the Morning Sergeant out of his hand, but you could certainly try and disarm him by smashing him in the hand with an axe and breaking all his fingers. Just depends how you want to try and do it.
Well, personally, I'm going to suggest Eleonora takes his helmet off and clobbers him on the back of the head. Knock him out.
Yeah.
If I was 3 foot taller, I'd do it myself.
Okay, so is that what she's trying? Well, is that what she's trying to do?
Yes.
Well, when I get over there, that's what I'm going to suggest. Yes.
Yes. I was to say it was a matter of if she can't disarm him,
You want to take this helmet?
then you can take the helmet. What is it? 1 round to remove the helmet, and then she can clobber him.
I would say because he's wearing like field plate, he'll have like a like a double tiered helmet with a leather helm underneath, and then the big solid full face thing with buckles. I'd say it's at least a round to take his helmet off, at least.
Yeah, well, she thinks there's quite a lot of whole person left, so
Yeah, let's say, because she's inexperienced with the type of helmet, it's someone else wearing it. Let's say it takes 1d4 rounds for her to take off his helmet.
Yeah, fair enough.
Roll it if you want. Nice roll. Nice roll. So this
There
time,
were a couple of straps she could see. Given he wasn't dodging, she could just see the straps which she can
Yep.
cut.
nice. So this time next round, his helmet's off.
Okay, and Sneaky there just to provide backup.
Well, it's Artan first.
Okay, sorry,
Go back.
my apologies.
Artan first. What's Artan doing?
Well, both those are dead. Elise, well, they're
Dead
lying
and
there.
dying.
Yeah, he will stay by Elise just in case anybody else comes out of the woodwork.
Okay, so you can consider that a held action then. So
Yep.
he gets another chance at the end of the round. Stinky Nook.
Jump off and rush over to support Elise.
Okay.
And as I said, I was suggesting that she. I shall rush behind him and pick a suitable spot on his back, ready to insert my rapier if he comes out of the hold person.
Okay. This guy loses a hit point. Kiara? No other darts. So it's crossbow guys.
No, I've got
Turns.
now.
Goodbye. Loses a hit point. Selenia. Darrow. No, that would be a second attack. You don't have a second attack.
Yeah. As I was say, I don't think Davo regards saving lives of villains as a high priority. I think these are bandits and they're allowed to die, aren't they?
Okay, so Sneaky Nook, that would be the second attack, so you don't do anything, right?
Nope.
Charlemagne. Tammy, is
He
Charlemagne doing
is-
anything?
Yeah, he's gonna go over here.
Mm-hmm.
He can go that far, can't he?
Yeah.
He's got 60. Yeah, hold on, let me turn around. Oh, thank you. And he is gonna attack. Is this one still bleeding out, but she's
Yeah.
not dead?
Yeah.
Is it he?
He.
He's not dead.
This is the mage.
Okay, he's gonna attack him.
Alright, good luck. Still got +2
plus
in it.
one. Plus one. Oh, +2.
Yep. Well,
Nice.
lying bleeding out on the floor, so +6.
Okay. Good luck.
It's a hit. Roll damage, and it's +60, +1 times 1.6. Oof, so 5
Right.
plus 3 is 8.
I think this is an ex-mage.
He just clawed that mage's throat out, yeah.
Nice.
So the last few breaths that the mage was struggling to gasp for, the bears just tore them away from him. Basically. No, you're not getting those last breaths, those are mine. And he's killed him. That should be down to 8 by now. Oops. Okay, that's the end of the round. Artan had a held action. Is he doing anything?
If nobody's come out of the bushes, no.
Okay. So that's the end of the round.
Just letting the halfling bleed out.
Just letting the halfling bleed out. Are you letting the other guys run away? They disappeared. The two crossbow guys. They disappeared last round.
Well, we'll kill them next time they attack us.
What about this guy that's sleeping up here?
Well, I was
And
going to
the
run over
squirrel.
and tie him up.
You're going to tie him
Yeah.
up? Okay, so,
Yeah.
well, it's your turn first, so
I-
what's the distance
see-
on it? See if you can still do it this turn. I'll be generous and say you'll get there and then you can complete tying him up Right. Make a rope use proficiency check, and if you make the check, you can tie him up this round. If you don't, then it's next round. There you go.
Righty-ho. Let me find my... Oh, it's down here somewhere.
Bring you up anyway.
Oh, just.
Nice. So you managed to tie him up.
If we can take him along to face justice.
Was it you that cast asleep on him?
Yes.
So that goes down to 11 now, eh?
What's the saying? There's no justice, there's just us.
Kiara?
I'm not going to do anything.
Alright, hold your action.
Yeah.
Darrow.
Darrow.
Bless you.
Darrow ignores the dead and dying opposition.
Mm-hmm.
And how the distance, is he able to get there now?
Yes. You can get there but not get there and attack. Well, you can get there and throw a spear.
No, he can get there and see that there's obviously an attempt to tie him up and knock him unconscious or whatever.
Eleanor's turn, so the helmet comes off this turn.
Yeah.
So at this point, Eleonora finally gets the buckles undone, and she pulls off Ercus's helmet, revealing his ugly, extremely ugly dwarf face. This is the one with the charisma of 4. And I was like, oh wait, no, it's not him speaking here.
Oh, he's a dwarf.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
I can knock him out then.
Yeah, this guy here is a dwarf. And you took his helmet off, reveals a very ugly, ugly dwarf. Artan.
Staying with his mistress.
Okay. Slinkinnock.
Oh, I think I shall strike him severely from behind. Well, probably not with surprise, but to subdue.
+2 from your spells, +4 from prone and held, and you can get behind him easily if you want, so give it another +2. Is that +8 total?
+8.
Yeah.
Okay, and I shall just
No,
strike
+6,
him.
because you don't add +2 from prone and...
No.
+4 from prone and +2 from behind, because that's included in the prone,
Yep,
isn't
true.
it?
Okay.
+6 total.
Fair enough. And... Hang on. Wrong character.
And this
sheet.
is
That's
you... What are
better.
you doing? You're punching him, or what?
I'm hitting him with the pommel of my
Yeah,
sword.
you're giving him the blunt end.
Yep.
Okay. So this is non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal damage.
Sapping damage.
Yep. And this is...
And presumably you get your quadruple or whatever it is. Triple, is it, at your level?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, that's -5, and he's got his helmet off.
Yep.
I think that'll hit.
So do the damage.
Okay.
And what?
so,
And the knockout chance is 5% per point of damage.
Fair enough. And it's +1 from the prayer. So that's 10. If it's my backstab bonus is applied, that's 30.
30 non-lethal damage.
30 non-lethal damage.
Okay, so it's well, that would take it over. That makes it like 150% chance of a knockout. So just
Well, I think it's maximum 95% chance anyway.
So roll 1d20, and anything but a 1 knocks him out.
Yep.
Okay. So you take 30 non-lethal points of damage from him. Now, normally I wouldn't allow a backstab with like but because of how held he is, how prone he is, I'm allowing the backstab triple damage with a butt. Do you know what I mean? Because that's not how you train a backstab, but still. So you take 30 points of non-lethal damage from him and knock him out. He's unconscious. Let me add another wee token to him. Sleeping.
Right. Then I think we call Darrow over to decant him. Darrow is the expert in dwarven field plate, I think.
Yeah.
Has Andy McCall worked out yet that there's something else happening around the corner there? Everyone else has run off and he's sitting there on his own.
You've moved even further away.
Yes.
Yeah. When Andy McCall eventually arrives, Andy McCall can tie this one up.
So you're going to drag this one down with you when you come down?
Why? Just leave him on the side of the road and we'll pick him up with the cart when we drive past.
Yeah, I'll leave him trussed up like a turkey there and come round.
Okay.
He's still asleep for the moment anyway. He's got another... assuming that my rope tying didn't wake him up, which probably wouldn't.
No, it didn't.
Because I wasn't treating him violently, I was merely trussing him up.
Well, you're around to get to there. So move your character there, because there's still people who've got effects and stuff that I need to do per round.
I'll be there in a moment.
So this becomes 10.
Where am I? Down here somewhere.
His held becomes 7. Even though he's unconscious, he's still also held. This becomes 1.
Yeah, as say, so we're starting taking the things off him.
Right. So you're removing the rest of his armour?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go and check these two bodies. Are they alive?
This one is still just alive.
In that case, I shall bind its wounds.
What? Yeah, okay.
You don't have... but do you have the first aid proficiency?
No.
You need at least a first aid proficiency or a healing proficiency to do something.
In that case, I'll call out to Darrow that this one's still slightly alive. Do you want to stop it bleeding to death?
No.
I think Darrow's gone a bit deaf.
We know what happens to bandits when we take them to the police.
Yes, there's less argument about the reward.
No, we just need the ears or whatever it was we had to bring in. We've got this one, and we've got if Andy McCar's taking the sleeping one. We've got...
How many of you are taking off Ercus's armour? How many of you are doing that?
I think Darrow and Eleonora, because Darrow's the expert.
Right, roll 1d3, or I'll do it. This is how many rounds it takes you to do that. So it takes 2 rounds to do that. So, in those 2 rounds, this one will die. Unless anybody stops it happening. Selenia dies in those 2 rounds.
Well, I kind of raised it and they decided against it.
This guy's only asleep for 8 more. Eleanor's spell effect is off. Darrow's is off.
I'll come over and wait for the opportunity to tie him up.
He's only held for 5 now.
So if you're tying him up, then Darrow can go and get the body to drag over the other one. Did the archers run away?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're not interested in them. They were useless anyway.
Are you wanting to loot the bodies tonight, or you want to do that next week?
We're looting the body if you can prepare a list.
I have it all. I have the lists.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sounds as though the mage didn't have any interesting magic.
Dammer will cast detect magic.
Okay, so you want to cast detect magic here on the area and then loot the bodies, so you find out what glows up as magical.
Well, loot the bodies and detect because obviously the ones that's held is currently going to detect as magical. So we get all the possible loot together and detect magic.
Okay, so let me just pull all the character sheets over. I'll do them one at a time. So Selenia is the thief.
Are you doing this, Dave?
Dave, you want to do this?
Yes, I am doing this.
Right, so Selenia is carrying I'll do equipment first. You can just write down whatever you want, as little or as much as you want. Studded leather, a long sword, a short sword, a light crossbow, a quiver.
Sorry, are these all magic, or this is just the equipment?
No. Sorry. So she's got So she's got a bunch of standard equipment and thieves' tools and grappling hooks and weapon black. What she's got that glows up as magic is nothing. She has nothing glowing magic. She has.
What armor is she in?
She is
studded leather.
Studded leather armor. She has 475 gold pieces.
Okay.
26 silver.
475.
3 copper.
Yep.
We can do this all. I've got all written down. 675 worth of gems. I should have just said a bunch of gems. I didn't mean to tell you the value there, but a bunch of gems. Sorry.
Yep.
That's my bad. 2 gold and platinum bracelets and a pair of gold and platinum earrings.
And by the way, we'll be wondering whether we recognise any of the gems.
Okay, we'll go through that next week, but I'll give you the quick one next week. Okay, so
was that platinum earrings or golden platinum
gold
earrings?
and platinum. So the dwarf, Ercus, the fighter, his morning star glows up as magical. He also has plate mail, a medium shield, 4 potions you're not sure what they are, and a couple of potions that you're pretty sure, because you've seen so many of them now, that look like they're quite strong healing potions. 2 of those. 4 unknown potions, 2 what you think are probably healing potions. The morning star glowed up as magical. 240 gold pieces.
Hang on a second. So it's magical morning star, plate mail, and a medium shield.
Yep. 2 what look like healing potions, 4 unknown potions. I'd say you're all familiar enough with healing potions now that you recognise them by the smell and by the look.
Second, insert, cells shift down, so that's 2 healing potions, 4 other potions.
240 gold.
240 gold.
123 silver.
123 silver.
12 copper.
12 copper.
A bag of gems.
Gems.
2 gold chains.
2 gold chains.
That was Ercus the fighter. This is Issel the mage.
Yep. Ring of invisibility. He said hopefully.
So he's got a quarterstaff. A strange mask. A bunch of miscellaneous stuff like some wolf's teeth. He was just a collector of things. He's got ink, quills, knife, parchment, torch, a pack of cards, a winter blanket. He's got loads of random bits like pins and thread and black cloth. Just in case you want to know, they're mundane items, but it has a bunch of random mundane items. And he has 2 scrolls. And a spellbook.
And presumably, do the scrolls detect as magic?
Yes, the scrolls detect as magic. The spellbook obviously detects as magic. And he has 190 gold.
And none of the other junk detects as magic, right?
Nope. And 190 gold on him.
Yep, okay.
1 more to go. This is Sayula. This is the cleric.
Yep.
She has...
Sorry, was that when the dwarf, you said plate mail, wasn't it field plate?
It was plate mail.
Plate mail, right, okay.
Sorry. This cleric, she has a very fancy looking warhammer.
Is it magical?
It glows up as magical.
Yep.
Her plate mail is very fancy looking and glows up as magical. And her holy symbol obviously glows up as magical. Besides that, she's got a spear, a shield and some spears.
Medium shield?
Yep, medium shield, 2 spears. After that, it's just wealth. £245 gold.
245 gold.
26 silver.
Yep.
17 copper. Bag of gems.
Righty-ho.
There you go, that's all of them done. The bandits were armed just like all the bandits you've seen before. Chainmail and a shield, a sword and a spear each, and then the guys that have got a crossbow, they've also got a spear each. They don't have a shield.
They ran
They ran
away.
away.
Oh, they
Yes.
ran away. But yeah, so the 4 that were here, so that's Sleepy, tied up guy. So you've got him tied up, and the 3 dead guys, they were all like kitted out like the bandits you've seen before.
Well, we can load it all on the back of the cart. I'm sure it's worth something.
And that's all the items of interest from everybody else. So are you loading up, tied up, unconscious bandit?
Yeah, I'm wanting to check whether the apparent wealth on them includes what
The
they got.
2,500.
Yeah, it does. But you recognise the gems. That's the thing.
Yes, that's what I was.
In fact, you'd probably be able to get a rough estimation of how much they have each in gems, because most of their gem wealth is what they got from you and then split up between them. So you get a good estimate.
So does the mage have gems on him?
No, he didn't. He's
Okay.
obviously been paid his share in coins or whatever.
Yeah.
Or in something else. In fact, he only had 190 coins, 190 gold coins. That was all the wealth he had, so there's been some other deal going on with him.
Yeah.
That you know nothing
Okay.
about.
Now, it seems to me that if we've killed the people that had the elven chain, then it becomes legitimate loot that we're entitled to.
Yes, you can argue that with the original owner of the chain.
When they show up.
When
Well,
they
we
show
got
up.
it off. We got it off these people who we killed. I mean, that's the standard way it works for adventurers, isn't it? Whatever you find is yours.